live on Twitch. Gonna wait for YouTube to kick in. Bear with me if you're watching this after the fact. Feel free to hit the fast forward or skip ahead to wherever you'd like to, but I believe we should be live on YouTube again. And just bear with me as I open my chat up and say hello to everyone. Super Jen, hello. Bula, hello. Bear with me, I'm just loading everything up. And let's get the ball rolling. All right, we are, I believe, as of today, finished the qualifying round to determine the top 16 teams that are going to be competing. Hey, Cat, 30 minutes left in your lunch. Nice, nice. Hopefully that's enough for 1 or 2 games. Calvin, good evening to you. And just bear with me, I'm loading up Twitch. Nice, okay. So we are good to go. Please don't scream. I won't scream, I won't scream. All right, game number 1. If you remember the format of this tournament, it is, yeah, Superjet, I'm glad the modding worked. YouTube's a little weirder than Twitch. Twitch, you can kind of do it all on the spot. YouTube, you have to go behind the scenes. But if you remember the format of this tournament, we start off with a best of 3, 1 versus 1, and then we have a all-together best of 5 combination of 1v1s and 3v3s. We're back on the old Powdered Donut Arctic Circle, where we saw Doubt taking on a bunch of penguins. And tonight, game number 1 is going to feature 2 teams. The first is the Vietnam Legends, starting with Say My Name, playing as the Malians in blue. And then we've got Tag, the Taiwan AoE gaming group. This particular game, Z40, is going to be the one playing as the Japanese. So let's take a look at the map. As we've seen, lots and lots of very aggressive, irate penguins who do not like to share their fish with anybody. Abdurrahman, hello, hello, and welcome. Yeah, the Arctic Circle with the penguins, the marlin jumping up and down. So we're going to do best of 3 1v1s. We'll see who takes it. Top says best of 5, but whatever, we'll fill that in. I'm still not too sure how to make it last between 1v1s and 3v3s, but we'll figure it out. It's not too big a deal. Yeah, this is the penguins map. The one with all of those very angry emperor penguins. Oh, look at this corner. This corner has 6 of them. You do not want to go fishing here, and that is exactly where Say My Name, our Vietnam legend, is already building his dock. Although, from memory, I don't think they attack fishing ships. No monkey butts on this one. No, Cat. Prashant, can you comment on if there is any difference in the food provided by sheep, pig, turkeys? You mean herdables? There should not be any difference. Unless your civilization has a feature like the Tatars, for example, that have 50% more meat. But aside from that, everything is pretty identical. Doesn't really matter what animal, if it's a turkey, a goose, a sheep, a llama, a goat. Any difference in food by zebra, deer, ibex, elephant? Well, yeah, the zebra, deer, ibex are all 140 food. Elephants are 400. Boars are 340. Rhinos are also 400, and I think javelinas are 340 as well. Little Idle Villager had his orientation day today in a daycare. And we went for an hour. We met with his teachers, and he played with a bunch of toys, and he liked it. So it was a lot of fun. Oh, Cat, those buffalo pretzel crisps, the orange bag. Ooh, that does sound like a fun night. Fishing continuing here. If he chases with the villagers, he might actually run into the penguins. So scouts and fishing ships apparently don't attract the attention of the penguin. Let's see what our Japanese are doing. I mean, naturally, semi-water maps always kind of work in the favor of the Japanese with their better fishing ships. But never discount the Malians with their 10% drop-off gold. Oh, are you going to attract the penguin? He attracts the penguin. It waddles over. Say my name's in a bit of trouble. By the way, this is the corner where there are 6 penguins, so there's 5 more that are just waiting to get activated like sleeper penguins. Geese are exploring. Oh man, they've hard to say what these geese where they started. I feel like they were taken from the Malian and then sent to the corner, and now are making their way across the edge of the map down to the Japanese town center. Bit of a long road for those geese. Still no kills. Both players in feudal. Malian focusing on some lumberjack upgrades. What is our Japanese doing? Starting to wall off, or at least making the appearance of walling off. Forward is kind of walled off. Is this the first time? Yeah, this is the first time the Malian is actually expanding outside of his base with a 2 HP scout who may die very quickly if Z40 notices it. He does, but he garrisons. He actually didn't garrison. Oh, that was very sour. He could have easily gotten that scout with a villager with the town center, but it escapes unharmed. Now let's see if it notices the fishing industry to the rear of the base. Yeah, it sees the villager, sees the dock. Is he going to keep going and see the second? Yeah, he is. Okay. Imagine if he went all the way up here and managed to reclaim these 2 geese, which have now made best friends with a penguin. Where's the spearman going? Oh, he's just on patrol mode. And wisely so, with 4 Japanese scouts en route. One of them has also very little HP. He notices. Let's see if he gets him. Hey, John. They're just a little bit too fast for this one spearman. And say my name. Okay. Getting a good amount of scouting. Sees... what does he see? He sees a stable, which, I mean, he could have guessed with 4 scouts bearing down on his base. Look at Jen pulling the reverse John Uno card. First kills of the game are happening. Our Malian, he's down 6 villagers, but he's ahead a little bit in army count. The penguin's attacking the villager while the villager is defending against the scouts. The scouts themselves are being attacked by archers. The penguin F's off back to his... It's very weird that they chase and then return back to their original location because reasons. I don't know. I don't understand why they run away. It's not like he lost line of sight on the villager. Hey, Lemmy. I like hybrid maps because we get to see water units without the downside of only having 3 to 4 different units in the game. Yeah, I think I counted once and it was like only 11 or so units on water, which is like ridiculous for a game this advanced. So the penguins only attack villagers. Interesting. They don't really care about military. The archers are literally standing next to the penguin, and they are all safe. Thank you, Super Gen. Yeah, if you like what you see, hit that like button. I didn't realize we even had 25 viewers, to be honest. But yeah, those of you lurking, feel free to say hello. We are a friendly bunch. We are not like these penguins that seem to attack any civilian walking by. They're opportunistic hunters. Yeah, they prey on the weak. And now, say my name is just... See, there you go. He was going after the villager. But the archer's got in his way. Chaotic Winter. Hello, hello. I think it's the first time you're chatting. Welcome to the live. Fire ships continue along their merry way. I mean, these rocks are very beautiful, but I guess they don't really do anything. Our Malian, off the back of 9 fewer villagers, is going to hit Castle Age about 40 seconds ahead of his opponent. How much is the penguin's damage? I think it's just 1 HP. From what I remember, yeah, 1 HP of damage, but then look at the bonuses. First of all, if it only attacks villagers, why does it have a building and stone defense bonus? Very weird penguin. Very weird penguin. 2 Japanese fishing ships, but luckily for them, they have twice the HP of a normal fishing ship. Chaotic Winter, thank you so much for following on Twitch as well. Welcome to the family. First time I got on here for one of my lives. Awesome. Well, I hope it's not as chaotic as normal. No pun intended. But that all depends on the chat. If the chat distracts me with asking about pizza and stuff like that, then we veer off the rails very quickly here. Okay, 1 fishing ship down. Can you also discuss the building healing mechanics? Units inside buildings heal. I don't know the exact rate, but you definitely want herbal medicine, because then you heal 6 times faster. I do know that fortified churches heal a lot faster than regular, even castles, I think. I think the fortified church might be the fastest healing structure. Although the Khmer, when they put their villagers inside houses, do not heal. So be very careful. Twitch is kind of buggy. Alright, well, I appreciate the follow. Leave Twitch on because, and I'll tell you why. It's obviously self-serving, leave Twitch on, but you accumulate points just by having the stream open. And then you can try to embarrass me like Super Gen and Cat and several others have tried to do by making me say phrases from the game, like unit phrases, or even getting me to draw things from the game. Last time I did, what, a Cobra car, which I think turned out pretty well. Pretty well. If I can toot my own horn. 27 army count to 18. Our Japanese might be in a bit of trouble because 7 of his army count... Demo. Oh, so close. A lot of his army count's on the water. And look at this. Caught between not a rock and a hard place, but crossbows and flames. But our Malian does have the numbers here. And wow, what an absolute slaughter. Laming the wood to the front, killing villagers. Kill count 29 to 16. He is expanding our Malian with another TC. Surprise not closer to the gold, but whatever. Do they even try to attack buildings? I don't think so, right? Because when you put a dock, the penguin doesn't attack the dock. So why the hell does it have an attack bonus against building and stone defense? I don't understand. One of the many things about this game that I don't understand. Now YouTube chat doesn't work, but the video does. Oh, the wonderful world of technology. We've got some fire ships chasing fire ships. 2 HP on this Malian one means that the second it hits a curve in the road, It is definitely going to die. Crossbows. Okay. Not exactly Saracen, but they'll get the job done. There we go. The second you switch your vector in this game, you immediately get God. Oh, no. I mean, for a unit with no armor, it sure is taking a lot of volleys from these crossbows. Crossbows, by the way, should have ballistics. So I don't know how the hell this fishing ship survived. Where is it? This one. It has no armor. Oh my goodness, I'm an idiot. It does have armor. I am such an idiot. Sorry. The second that sentence came out of my mouth that it didn't have armor, I knew something was wrong. You know how you have like a circuit breaker? Wait, we have to rewind. I'm sorry. We have to rewind. What the hell was going on here? Okay, so they're moving forward. Villagers are moving forward. Ships are in the way. And now this one poor bastard, 5 penguins. He kills one. Where's he going? Oh, and at the worst possible time, Z40 shows up and starts killing fishing ships. Oh, no. I mean, his villager should take it, right? 11 attacks. Yeah, he's gonna take it. Barely. Barely. What a shit show there for Say My Name. This is considered an ice desert. I consider it a big powdered donut. That's what someone once said, and it just stuck with me. But by ice desert, I think you mean tundra? Probably. I don't see much wildlife, and I don't see much beyond a couple of bush C and bush B. Ooh, we've got Cav Archer for the Japanese. Remember, these come with attack bonuses against foot archers, or rather any archer class armor +2, but he still doesn't have the numbers here. Z40. He does have a scorpion though. Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, trading out crossbows for Cav Archers is not exactly great. Ugh. Yeah, there's a few maps on here that don't really look very deserty. So I'm not too sure. But it is very tundra-esque, this map. Like I said, not a lot of like land animals beyond the few. I think everyone started with a few deer. I think our Malian, we saw taking his deer. But beyond that, it's all kind of like fish. 27 army count to 16. So one player has a significant army lead, the Malian. Our Japanese has 3 TCs and 17 villager lead. So if blue can't get the necessary damage done here, Z40 is just gonna start growing and growing his settlement and economy. I guess the tundra could be a desert, yeah. Antaka, good morning. Is this a high elo game? I think so. I think these two players are pretty high elo. I tried to install the spectator board plugin, but it didn't work. And then I got frustrated. Like an old man, I got frustrated with the technology. And I stopped trying. I'll try it again so you can hit like exclamation point match or whatever. And then you can see the elos. Anthony! I thought the Wololo was the next tourney. This isn't an S tier tournament. Ooh, I don't think it's an S tier. It might be an A tier. It is a $30,000 prize pool. It is a $30,000 one, so I don't know if that automatically makes it S tier or not, but... Fireship patrolling to the north. Fire still doing not much to the south. But it is a $30,000. It is an S tier? Well, there you go. I figured it's hard not to be an S tier when you're putting a 30 grand on the line. Oop, my apologies. Mouse derped out. Villager constructing villagers lying dead underneath the house she just built. And now it's Z40's turn to kill some vills. Oh, both players have actually gotten 8 kills apiece. Say my name, of course, having lost that one extra villager here to the Penguin Expeditionary Force. Looks like the Viking homeland. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Oh, no. The Cav Archer's kind of weak. You're not going to notice? Oh, well, the wolf didn't get him. The town center or the skirmishers got him. Probably the town center. No, it was the skirmishers and the crossbows. No, it was definitely the crossbows. At the same time, our Malian is pushing out here. Looks like a fallen mangonel in the snow. Fire ships taking out this fishing colony as well. So both players tearing into each other's flanks right now. Villager on the high ground should have no issues taking this wolf down. It's showing in Liquipedia's S tier. Ooh, cat, a 4K monitor. That's gonna be nice to watch Age of Empires and basically every other game. Even T90 Platinum League, which was 17 grand, was considered S tier. Okay. I forget what it takes on Liquipedia to qualify for all their various standards and tiers. It looks like the crossbows are on the high ground. Not too sure why now he chose to disengage. So the fire ships are still to the back there, but it looks like they're attacking. Oh, no, never mind. Another fire comes out. Ooh, should be able to 1v1 these. We'll keep an eye on who survives. Yeah, green took that fight, secured his colony. But here comes Say My Name with a big, juicy Malian castle being dropped on Island South. With a good number of skirmishers to help push this Cav Archer force back. 20 skirmishers are going to be pretty problematic for Cav Archers to deal with. They should not be fighting this head on. But of course, he sees with his wall off that Say My Name is going up to a castle. And Say My Name, by the way, is housed at 130. Oh, great. Oh man, Amazon's the best. The level of the players, the prize pool. Yeah, I think you're right. I remember once reading the definition because I was trying to see if some tournament, why it was classified as an A or a B, and I remember seeing their various requirements, and they just struck me as complicated, as they probably should be. Who's kidding who? Skirmisher versus Cav Archer. Another very aggressive town center from our Japanese to the left side of the map. One fire ship has become 2. He's pushed the villager off the blacksmith. Not sure where that villager was going. May have been repairing the archery range. But one mangonel. That's the what a power move of counter unit. Just one mangonel shooing away. What is this? 18, basically 60% of the army supply of his opponent. One unit shooing them entirely away. And now green's in Imperial, which means a Treb is popping out. So his Treb is gonna pop out and start firing right as Say My Name hits the final age. But oh, look at this. Your gold mining operation is now in jeopardy as well. Like I said, very aggressive, very cocky town center placement. S-tier tournaments offer an outstanding prize pool, are frequently played offlines, feature the best players from all over the world. They're especially prestigious among the community. Ooh, fancy schmancy. Where's your Treb? There it is. But it looks like green might be on the high ground. It's hard to say. Yeah, thank you so much. And as much as you can, have a fun rest of your day at work. Now it's our Japanese turn to start sniping naval units. Fishing colony secured. Nothing can go past these fire ships. 2 Trebs. Where's your one? Okay, it's moving backwards. An AI response. Yeah. Sometimes I feel like Liquipedia overly complicates things. I get it. Like in the esports world, you have to have like, you have to set like a standard. But sometimes they just feels a bit overly complicated. But like I said, I think that's kind of like necessary. By the way, no one can mine this gold. Absolutely no one. Treb, are you really going to engage in a Treb war with the Japanese and Kataperuto? Not that I think he's got Kataperuto. No, he doesn't have Yasuma or Kataperuto. Oh, here we go. Absolute terrible volley from the Mangonel. Misses all of the Cav archers, but in come the skirmishers. And oh my goodness, both players are just ripping into one another's villager counts here. What's going on here? 2 Trebs to 1. Yeah, like I said, I feel like they kind of have to make things a bit complicated just because I feel like they're setting the standards, right? There's no like if you were to go and look at the rules of the NBA or the NFL or I don't know, FIFA, if you were into like soccer and such, those standards have been set and developed for years and years. But in esports, especially RTS, oh, where did you pop out of? The wrong freaking time. So I kind of get that they have to be a little bit overly complicated. Body of skirmishers, as counter fantastic as they are, do move very slowly. Why is he not taking down the Treb? Maybe because it's not a threat. Cannon Galleon, Treb, skirmisher. Is there even a crossbowman in here? 2 of them in there. Needless you. Hello. So our Japanese has secured the gold. Not a bad patch of gold to have secured. Looks like his castle is still up. Blue has lost 2 castles, which kind of sucks. See, it looks like his fire galleys are still around, still patrolling the eastern portion of the water. But again, I mean, you're going to have to be a lot more mobile with your skirmishers, which kind of sucks because they're not as mobile as these Cav archers. And our Japanese is adding samurai. Where are the samurai? I hear them attacking. There they are. Okay, Cav archers move out. Cav archers return. Treb has fallen. 1 BBC down. Second falls as well, but oh man. Chaotic Winter, thank you so much for joining, chatting, and sharing the Liquipedia info. Hopefully catch you again soon. Ouch. I mean, when you send individual units, even ones as strong and as awesome as the samurai, against this many skirmishers, they're definitely going to die. But look at the skirmishers holding their own now against onagers. Cannon galleons, skirmishers, onagers, Cav archers. This game is fantastic. A fire ship is attacking an onager and it gets it right as the samurai get it. Tell me he's got Kataperuto. Still no Kataperuto. What's the game plan here for our Malian? What is he building here? More archery ranges. Okay. Does have 25 villagers on gold. He is sniping monks and onagers and Cav archers. These are not cheap units. These are not discounted units. In they come. Katanas drawn. But this is expensive for Z40, no matter how you slice it. I mean, you're losing Cav archers. Samurai are not exactly the most expensive, but still gold. The trash units. On the left side of the map, the siege begins of this next castle to the right. Also a siege, this time of a town center, and then probably a castle. Oh, he's going to discover this castle is up. All right. Well, that was fun. I kind of wanted to see this do something. This is a pretty badass Japanese force. A lot of cav archers. Not heavy. Not heavy, but still. Samurai fully upgraded elite. Ooh. Should he have spent his money upgrading his cav archers more than the samurai? Center castle. I wonder if the cannon galleon can reach. Peak samurai anime moment when he was attacking into the skirmishers while they were gunning down the cav archers that were trying to snipe the cannon galleons. Well, that was a very fun game. Yeah, green takes it. Skirmisher and crossbow to cav archer and samurai. We didn't really get to see the samurai used very much, but oh man. That is like a 30% bigger economy for the Japanese, who takes all of the resources and 3 relics. No conversions, raisings are similar. And the final kill count, 50 villagers to 21, 184 to 148. Logan, tag is the underdog, I presume. Anyone know their Elos? Ooh, I would say... Yeah, it's hard to say because one side has Sorakuma, the other side has Kwang Tree. So I'm not 100% sure who the underdog is. You think Tag is definitely the underdog? Okay. Well, the underdog takes game number 1. Let's take a look at what the next 1v1. So remember, if Tag wins the next 1v1, then they get 1 point because they get they take a point for the best of 3 1v1s, and they take a point with them to the best of 5. Oh my goodness, Cat left at the worst possible time because we are back on the map that has, where are they? The monkey butts. The smoke monkey. All right, we're on Danakil. Tag this time being represented by Cloud in teal, playing as the Incas. Vietnam Legends by Chip, playing as the Franks in blue. Tag has some decent players. Like Z40 is a pretty good player on the whole, but Sorakuma is kind of, I think, their highest rated 1v1er. I wonder what the purpose of these fiery lava pits is and why there's gold here. Do you die if you step on these areas? They're all over the place. In the corners along the edges of the world. Say my name. Yeah, he's been around for a while, I think. Oh, wait a second. Clearing up some neutral. I mean, do you have to do that in order to get the wood? No, you have a pretty big clearing here. I think I read somewhere some time ago that Say My Name was involved in some kind of cheating scandal, if I'm not mistaken, in a tournament years ago. Chester, hello, ghost. Yeah, seriously, let's see the freaking smoke monkey. Last game we saw... Oh, it looks like one. No, I thought this white dot on the minimap was a monkey. They eventually go out of the forest, I think. But it's kind of hard to see when they're inside the acacia forest. And like I said, I remember these monkeys from a deathmatch tournament I co-casted with the Otter last year. And they are like hyper aggressive. Anyway, the Franks should have a easier time getting berries with their mill technologies. Getting food with their mill technology upgrades being free and their berry workers working faster. On the whole, though, the Incas with their food discount on all their units, literally all of their military units cost less and less food as the game goes on. And so, interestingly, we've got the competition of the cheaper castles. These are the only 2 civs. I think somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong. These are the only 2 civs in the game whose castles automatically, without needing any kind of upgrade, are cheaper, right? The Incas, 15% less stone. The Franks, 15 and then 25 now, I guess, with the latest change. But even like the Slavs with detonets, you first have to build a castle and then you get the discount after you research it. But I think these are the only two civs where the castle discount is applied automatically. One to their castles, and by the way, the other one, the Incas, to all of their structures that cost stone, so including town centers and things like that. How much is the damage of the monkey? It doesn't show. I don't know why it doesn't show the damage of the monkey. It is a very powerful monkey, from what I remember. So hopefully we get to see. John Yang, what do you think happened to them? Cat, keep it open in the background, and also we're on a map with monkey butts. So if you leave the volume on, you might just hear me yell out, monkey butt, monkey butt. John, what do you think happened? You think some like bird came by and swooped in? Tenmei, you think it was Song who was caught cheating, not Say My Name. Oh, okay. For some reason, Say My Name's name was ringing a bell in my mind. But okay. Jimmy John got you solid and gave you some day olds. Oh, let's see what the hell this tar pit is all about. Let's see if the scouts go there and see if they lose HP or something. Or if it's just purely aesthetic. Okay, so far it just looks pretty good. Purely aesthetic. So the scouts are literally chasing one another through hell and back. As our Inca does set up position here with a barracks. Oh, you forgot, then the wind took it? Prashant, I have a regular and an irregular structure for my live streams. The regular ones are Tuesday evening. And when I say evening, I mean like this time, which is my evening. Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday at this time. And then the other days of the week depends if my little baby is sleeping or not, if he had a rough day or if he's like not feeling well or whatever. Because if he doesn't feel well and he doesn't sleep, I can't really live stream with him crying in the background. But Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday should be regular streams 3 times a week. Your plant is nugging. Ooh, oh, look at that. Look at that. Cancels it in the nick of time. Gets his stone back. Yeah, Mr. Monkey is very, very private. He's a very, very private monkey. Look at him just hanging out in the woods here. Just doesn't want to reveal too much information. Okay, we may have a first kill here. We may not. Counter towers going up. It looks like they should reach one another. Neither player has fletching at the moment. Yeah, it does look like it can reach. Ooh, but in spending his stone to the left, our Frank leaves the gate attackable. By the way, why are there 2 patches of gold right in front of the gate? That's kind of weird. I mean, these ones are here too, but they're a little bit like not really right in front of the gate. Welcome to random maps where nothing makes sense and monkey butts are prevalent. I'm, by the way, keeping a very close eye on the mini-map to see when these kind of bluish, gray, green dots pop out of the mini-map, out of the forest. I'm curious about the resources on this map. Not a lot of stone, normal gold, not a lot of wood, not a lot of food. Okay. And again, remember the Incas? They don't need 125 stone for a tower. All of their structures are 15% cheaper. So I wonder who, at the end of the day, has the better stone saving bonus, if it's the Franks or the Incas. The idle villager. Yeah, the idle villager dictates everything in my life. When I go to sleep, when I wake up, Here we go. Our Frank sorties out. Cloud is not reacting, which means his villagers are going to take a bit of a punishment here. Chip already. 2 kills, 3 kills. One of them a villager. And has denied the tower. Denied the tower at 42%. And I'll be trying to block these villagers either in or get them the hell out of here. But even though he placed houses here, now he deletes his own. By the way, these are fortified palisade walls, not regular palisade walls. Uh-oh, our Inca is collapsing here on the front, but behind this, he's kept pace in villager count. Even though 2 of his villagers are here in the forward position, not doing much. His economy is running full steam ahead. Chip has had to idle about 8 villagers on the whole. Ay, ay, ay. And now the tower's getting rebuilt, or he's continuing to build a tower. Meanwhile, the Frankish army is basically gone. Where are these scouts that he's training? Okay, they're kind of huddled here. And the fact that Cloud built this barracks and archery range here, absolutely brilliant. Removing the defender's advantage now in his archers. Oh no, archers in tower. Oh god. Our Frank is in a bit of trouble here. Okay, he's gonna get it up. Will it kill an archer? It will. Oh, just barely misses 2 archers. Clips him, but doesn't get him. And now the scouts are going the other way around. Okay, okay. Well, he's gonna discover that this is walled in, but walled in with a straggler tree, which is a little bit weird. Since, you know, you can just cut that tree down, build a palisade on top of it, and then just delete your own palisade. Zweel, good evening. How are you? Nice to catch you live. Oh, ouch. Okay, so not too much our Frank is going to be able to do on the other side of the map. Another tower. I mean, he's laying the gold. That's something. Where's the only other gold? Is here in the back. Oh, damn. Our Frank has no gold miners. He's down to 57 gold. He has destroyed the tower, so has saved himself some farmland. Are there any more bushes out on the map? No, not really. I don't see anything except these weird fiery formations. Again, I wonder what this is. Must be purely aesthetic. I don't think it's anything. The Frank continues to look for something. Ooh, but there is a weak palisade here. Well, a weak palisade guarded by 2 spearmen. No, you don't have bloodlines. Your 20% extra HP is shite right now. Incan Tower continues to gun units down. Kill count 15 to 8, 7 villagers to 3. Scouts have accomplished nothing for the Frank. And our Inca is heading up to Castle Age. Don't really see very much, these 2 scouts. Yeah, it's going to be a while before these 2 tinkle spearmen are going to be able to get anything done. They're not really the biggest of threats. Okay, our Frank is just expanding to the rear, which is good. He needs another 400 food, which is very problematic since Cloud is already basically in Castle Age. You've depleted your berries. You have no herdables, no huntables anywhere nearby except 1 gazelle. And you now are relying on farms, which is the slowest gathering rate in the game, so... Or maybe second slowest in the game. Oh, the monkey's out! The monkey's out. Oh, why did he have to build the archery range here? That is very unfortunate for us. So the monkey has been kicked out of his natural habitat. Castle Age Incan towers are now here, getting Bodkin to increase their range and attack. And our Inca is continuing with the wood gathering. The Withered Spellbook, good morning to you. How are you? By the way, some tree doesn't let you build anything on it. I don't know how does this work. The rule is if it's a what's called a straggler tree. One sec. Oh, what a waste. If it's a straggler tree like this, that's kind of in the middle of it on its own, not touching any other tree. If you cut it down so that it like, not the full 100, just its 20 HP. If you cut that down, you can build a palisade on top. But if it's touching, like this one, for example, if you cut this one down, it's 20 HP, you can't build a palisade because it's touching another tree. So if it's literally touching any other tree, you can't build a palisade on top. But if it's on its own like this, you can definitely cut it down and build a palisade on top. By the way, what the hell is this? A dragon tree, okay. Martin, hello. Yeah, we're continuing with the bonkers maps of the World Desert Championship. Although, to be fair, a second ago we had monkey butt. One sec. There it is. You all thought I was crazy. You all thought I was making shit up. Always trust what I say when that monkey butt right there. There you go. Jake, thank you so much. Nice to see you. Music CD 1. Good morning. It's been a while since I bought a music CD. I think the last music CD I bought was... Ooh, The Best of Queen. It was a 2 CD set. Ooh, our Frank planning a little bit of a sneaky, but he's been breached. That being said, he's been breached by towers that are not exactly the scariest right now because they're not really laying much beyond the gold. And he's got another couple of patches of gold here on this, in this hellscape here to the south that's on fire. And, oh, but he's about to mine out his primary available gold. Where are you going? Ooh, the pathing on the knight. Oh my god, you're not a Georgian knight. You're not gonna regenerate HP. Before he even gets out of there, he's already down to 50 HP out of 120. Ugh. Set your waypoints wisely. Didn't think I was making it up. Still think I'm crazy. Fair enough. I'll take it. Doc, hello. How is Australia this morning? I guess this is, again, purely aesthetic because, I mean, these villagers might be some of the sweatiest villagers mining gold in the middle of a fire pit. Inca Monk is out. He's got crossbows. Our Frank is going knight, so he's trying to brute force his way in. I mean, if you're going to try to brute force your way in, Why are you attacking a town center while your knights just kind of hang out? But look at their shit HP. Absolute dog shit. 3 of these knights are dead. The good thing he plopped down a monastery. He's at, oh, but he's housed at 55. Does Chip not realize that he's housed? I don't see him building anything on the minimap. Oh, that's so shitty for him. And now the knights are gonna try. I mean, again, this knight pops out. By the time he gets across those 3 towers, his HP is so bad. Oh my goodness. Why is he running and streaming his knights through these 3 towers? It makes sense. Lane the cavalry. Are those the same monkeys that the cheat code introduced? Ooh, I wasn't aware of a cheat code that relates to monkeys. There's a cheat code with monkeys? Doc, you went surfing? Oh, so jealous. All right, bye-bye, Mr. Knight. And that's all she wrote. Another one pops out. Now he's being blocked by a villager. This idiot also is going to take HP damage. Where the hell are you going? What is this? What is this path? What is this nonsense? He's finally getting ballistics, Cloud, realizing that, hey, wait a second. Why am I missing every single arrow? The monkey, the monkey, the monkey. Where was the monkey going? What is the monkey thinking? But yeah, I mean, this was a foregone conclusion here. This was just absolutely a terrible game out of our Frank. Sure, you were busted in. Fine, fair enough. But you didn't have to run your knights through a gauntlet of tower fire. That was just weird. I like that they expanded to the rear as well, into this fire pit. Flor de Petalos. Buenas. Saludos desde Rosario, Argentina. ¿Dónde está Rosario? I'm not familiar with that city. Gracias desde Canadá. Zuila, I missed your cheesecake? Oh, you posted on Discord? Myra Productions. Nice to catch you live again. Been a while. Furious Monkey Boy? What the hell is Furious Monkey Boy? But wow, what just a terrible, terrible game. I mean, I'm loath to say terrible, good, bad, whatever, but I don't know. Something odd about just running your knights through a cluster of towers here. Although I love that he expanded to the rear, got the gold. Now he's over here. Cloud could have punished this easily and ended the game like 5 minutes ago if he had... Okay, he's up here thinking that maybe he's... Because our Frank is expanding northwards with his military, that must mean his eco is expanding northwards as well. But no. He expanded south. And that's the issue with the Incas. Aside from their elite eagle warrior, they don't really have a very fast-moving unit to explore the map with. And so, I don't know. Did he even see this part of the map, our Inca? Yeah, he didn't even explore this part of the map. Yeah, that's a bit unfortunate for the Meso civs. Shuetang, hello. Es una ciudad del interior de Argentina. 300, 300 is 300? 300? Kilometers de Buenos Aires? Okay, interesting. Ooh, Zuil, I'll definitely check it out. We finally got a cheesecake factory in Toronto like 5 or 6 years ago, and we were all very excited. My wife loves going there in the US, and I was very excited. It's such a good restaurant. Zuil, you're still on your work trip. Ecos, yeah. I mean, more stone, and remember, again, the Incas pay 15% less for all their stone buildings. Well, all their buildings that cost stone. No conversions, raisings, losses, not really playing a role. Villager kills, 14-6, 34 total kills. So not the craziest of action-packed games, but a couple of weird moves here out of Chip, not gonna lie. Couple of weird moves. Well, Tag takes game number 2 of the 1v1s, which means they get 1 point. So I can just do this. And they now need to win 2 of the 3v3s. And Vietnam Legends need to win 3 of the 3v3s. So let's... Did Chip ever make a monk? I think he did make a monk, and the monk got sniped like almost immediately. This might be the monk. Logan, you were in Toronto recently. Loved the food there. Stayed at the Hazelton in Yorkville. Ooh. The Hazelton's real nice. Yorkville is real nice too. Yeah, Toronto's just full. Next time, let me know. I'll recommend you some good old restaurant. By the way, there's a monk behind here. The outline of a monk who is about to die to these crossbowmen. The map should be called Taxes because the trees and terrain make a majority of it. I don't get it, Shwitang. These maps should be called Taxes. Trees and terrain make up most of it. All right. Let me know what you mean. I'm not sure I follow. In Orlando till the 14th, then heading back to Bogota. And lastly, Caracas. Ooh, that should be fun. South America is a place where I really want to travel to, but haven't had an opportunity. Really do want to go. So we 1v1 stage of this set is over. We now move to the 3v3 stage. And bear with me as I just rename the teams. All right. So now we're finally in the team group, team group stage. Abdurrahman, have a fantastic rest of your day. I know it must be like 3 or 4 in the morning in Libya. Because paying taxes means you lose a major portion of your income. I'm still confused. So cutting down the trees is like losing income? Sorry, Shwetang, it's been a long day. I might just be confusing. All right. We are in the team versus team, and we find ourselves on the big old Pokemon ball that we've seen only 2v2s. This is the map where you can't really jack the wood to the rear or along the edge, because unless you're the Georgians or the Armenians, or unless you just onager it down, there's no place to put a lumber camp. Let's take a look at the teams, the team bonuses. So the Saracens now give their team foot archer attack bonus against buildings. The Magyars, their cav archers, train 25% faster. And Mayans, one of the best team bonuses of all time, all their walls and gates are 50% off. So Say My Name, Quang Tri, and Chip are representing Vietnam legends whose name, bear with me, I misspelled. Oh my god. There we go, added the D to the legends. And let's take a look at the Taiwan AoE Gamer clan. First, well, there you go, Sorakuma playing as the Georgians, which is also a pretty good team bonus. All repairs are now 25% cheaper. The Hun's stables work 20% cheaper. Oh my goodness. And that stable bonus may not be relevant to the Dravidians, who have the worst stable line in the game. But now all docks provide 5 population space. Not that I'm expecting to see a lot of docks, but never say never. You recommend I go to Bogota because of the food and the weather? You had me at food and weather. And you have to go to a beach in Venezuela. Oh, yeah. Doc, a little bit of marching powder. Oh my goodness, Shwetang, you know what? I never put the 2 and 2 together. You think Say My Name is a reference to Breaking Bad? I never realized. Which tells you how thick I am. Resources on the map, not great stone, decent gold, lots and lots of food. A lot of it looks like in the water. So lots and lots of shorefish, which is good. And then 1.8 million wood. Okay. All right. Looks like both nearby and along the edge. Looks like everyone's kind of starting in a bit of a crater. A bit of a depression. Lots and lots of high ground, which will benefit the Georgians. I wonder if it is Say My Name is a reference to Breaking Bad. Say My Name. I remember that song. That's an older song, right? Like 20, 30 years old. Uh-oh, they're pinging over here. Villagers are under attack. Chip and Quang Tri are about to kill one of Cloud's villagers. Even with Loom, even with a scout coming to help out, he may lose 2 villagers if they want to really engage into this. Let's take a look at everyone's HP. Oh, our Hunnic scout's about to die, but he takes a Saracen scout to hell with him. I'm surprised that our Magyar didn't engage. He had the high ground over the villager. Oh, but he's still in Dark Age. Okay, so the attack is the same 3. Ugh. I think if he was in Feudal, probably would have engaged there. You think this is a good demo ship play? True. Lots and lots of little narrow... Oh, I wonder if a ship can get through here. Kind of feels like it, right? Feels like there's a gap between these 2 buttes. So, Logan, is it Say My Name? Destiny's Child, exactly. Early 2000s. Okay, so about 20 years. I thought it was Say My Name. But someone said it was Song Song. But I thought I remembered Say My Name's name. And the word cheating scandal or something like that. But whatever, doesn't really matter. He's in the tournament. His scout is vying for the high ground here. And his scout gets the kill. So no scouts for blue, 1 scout for teal. Where are you? Okay, you're just patrolling the back of the Saracen base. Relic in the center of the map here on the high ground. Beautiful map, by the way. I love these maps for this tournament. The Mad Catter, I think, is the one who designed a lot of them. Okay, our Dravidian walling himself in, realizing that, hey, my scout just passed through an area he shouldn't have passed through. So might as well just wall that off. Yeah, Myra, for some reason I thought this player was at one point caught in a cheating scandal like 10 years ago or something. 5-10 years ago, but no one in the chat knows 100% if it was him or Song Song. Zuil, this is the first time you're seeing my cursor on the screen? Really? It's every daily video has my cursor. And it's a very pretty map. It's like very like southwestern USA. Like I'm going kayaking in like Arizona in Zion National Park or something like that. Llama drama. Song Song was banned from tournaments. Maybe not anymore. 99% sure it was Song Song. Okay, so my bad. I confused the 2 players. My apologies to Say My Name. Who is currently attempting to kill a couple of villagers? I can't even... I mean, they're one on top of the other. I thought we fixed this nonsense in Age of Empires. He is killing one of the villagers if you look at the bottom left of the screen, but the arrows seem to be alternating between which villager he's attacking. This is ridiculous. This is game, man. Okay, it looks like one of the female villager is going to die first. Yeah, and now the male villager, okay. Oh my god, he escapes with 1 HP. What a gentleman. What a chivalrous villager here. Archer war ensuing to the left side of the map. Our Saracen base is being pressed into. But he cleans up the Dravidian incursion. At the same time, Georgian scouts, Hunnic scouts, taking on those 15% cheaper Magyar scouts. Which civ gets a hill bonus? The Tatars and the Georgians. The Tatars get it and increases their attack. The Georgians, it increases their defense. So Sorakuma would do well. Ooh, uh-oh, the Mayan's gonna catch out. Like this to me, this map reminds me of like mid 1800s California gold rush. Like these 3 villagers were just here mining, panhandling for gold. And then in comes, I don't know what, some cowboy posse and tries to kill them. Tick Speaks. I used to play this game on Windows XP. Yeah, I know. The good old days. Atlas. Nice to see you. Just wanted to chime in and say it was 100% song. Okay, my bad. So we have confirmation that the person you're listening to, the caster of this game, is a moron and doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. Uh-oh, that band of roving cowboys who killed those villagers looking for gold is now getting cleaned up by the Georgian. Might want to bring more than one scout here, though. You don't regenerate that quickly that you can take on 2 archers at a time. Our Hun is continuing to circle here. Okay, now he realizes, hey, 1 scout may not have been enough. Brian, ¿qué tal? It does have a bit of a Gold Rushy vibe. Not the Gold Rush map, but just like a Gold Rush in general. Was there some drama with the Vietnamese team last Nations Cup? ACCM didn't play with them on the team? I don't know. Last year I wasn't really doing tournaments. I'm not sure why. Those of you that know me by now know that I move at about a glacier's pace. So I started the channel doing ranked ladder, and by the time, I mean, it took me like a year and a half to just start casting tournaments live. Our Magyar is pinging over here. Why is our Magyar pinging over here? Oh, why was Yellow pinging over here? Was he telling the Saracen, get your army the hell out of here because you're about to get swamped? Pick Speaks, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Love that you still keep the vibe going. The vibe of me being an idiot? Yeah. I appreciate the super chat. Thank you so much. And I'm, of course, just kidding. If you know me, you know my self-deprecating humor. I appreciate that. The Western references are making me want to watch John Wayne movies. Ooh. I want to rewatch Tombstone just because, you know, this tells you everything you need to know about social media and humanity and how dumb. I don't want to say people because I can only really speak for myself. You know how you like randomly open YouTube or Instagram and you start doom scrolling and you come across a bunch of nonsense here and there? Lately, for some reason, they've been putting clips of Tombstone, of like Val Kilmer playing Doc Holliday and all this other like Western style movies. So of course, naturally, I'm now like, okay, now I want to watch these movies again. I think that's the end of the rant. Is this closed, by the way? Caleboo, Vietnam has a history of stream cheating. Ooh, that's not good. Hey, Marco, nice to see you. Nice little Tuesday stream. Glad you could catch us. You like it here? Val Kilmer is fantastic as Doc Holliday. It was that clip of him when he's like hammered and he's holding a gun in each hand and he like flips them, like rotates them, but he rotates each hand in a different direction just to show you how skilled he still is even while highly intoxicated. Tech Gambino, it is a fantastic movie, right? This map is really giving me like Wild Western frontier, let's get on a wagon and go panhandle and hope we survive the Oregon Trail kind of vibe to it. I don't know if it's the pines or these like little rivers and whatnot, the architecture style of these buildings. Like this is very cowboyish. But that's the vibe I'm getting. By the way, our Georgian is getting pressed into northern portion of his settlement completely untenable right now. It looks like everyone but our Saracen and our Georgian are now, oh, pardon me. Looks like everyone but our Georgian is now in the Castle Age. Logan Smiths, thank you so much for becoming a Pizza Paladin. Wow, I appreciate that. Thank you so much for becoming an awesome member. I can't say I know exactly what stream sniping means. I suspect that somebody watches the stream and then feeds information to the players. Because again, I'm not really a big tournament kind of guy. Dysentery from that water for sure. Yeah, a bit of a confusing game, but let's see if we can kind of parse what the hell happened here. Sorry, bear with me. I think my YouTube chat froze again. Ay, ay, ay. Zuil, nice to see you on Twitch. Now you can collect points. Logan, I appreciate that. Thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoy the content. So what was going on? Is it just because Sorakuma wasn't even close to going up to the next stage that they GG'd? Or was it maybe this giant army? maybe it had something to do. I don't know. Maybe with this giant 26 unit army that's on the high ground in the southern portion of the Hunnic base, and the fact that our Georgian just can't do shit inside of his own base now that the crossbows are entering into the dead space. And you are not Teutons. You don't get murder holes for free, and you are not in Castle Age, so you can't even research murder holes. Yeah, okay, so now the picture is becoming a bit more clear. Fantastic. Fantastic. I love this map. You love how I multitask? I'm very bad at multitask. Tech Gambino, you wanted to chime in that Frank Sabatka's death didn't affect you? Really? Oh, you people are heartless. Frank Sabatka's death is, I mean, it's one of the saddest parts of the whole series. Right up there with Omar, right up there with a few of the kills. Zuil, you want to make me repeat sounds? You hated all of season 2? Oh, I loved season 2 with the dock workers. The Greek. I loved it. Let's see who had the best and biggest economy. Hey, economies weren't that different. It was just about 30,000 to about 34,000, 35. Not exactly the biggest, but yeah, all 4 resources going to Vietnam Legend. So they get a point. Despite losing the 1v1s, who's the biggest predator here? It is our Magyar. No surprise there that games that end this quickly, the Magyar is usually the biggest hunter with those cheaper scout units. But here he's brought a whole bunch of knights, +2/+2, crossbows, +2/+1. Our Hun, not great. Okay. So upgrade's decent, but not great. The street name, Doc, I love that we have street names like these are drugs. Marco, I'm debating the tattoo. I mentioned it as a joke, as a reference to The Office with when Andy got his tattoo, but maybe it is definitely going to be in the millions, though. Don't Tony Crawford, always with the nicest things. I appreciate that. Very far from the king. I'll accept Duke. Or no, even Duke is too fancy. What the hell is a Duke? Look at the freaking errors that I'm putting on. Call me the Duke. Like I'm Mussolini over here. I'll accept, I don't know, what's like a little shitty city royalty. Marquis. Awful play. Yeah, season 2 was a lot different, especially since like season 1 was so powerful of The Wire. In case people don't know what the hell we're talking about, a few of us in the chat on Twitch and on YouTube, we are talking about the TV show The Wire, which is probably, I want to say one of the top 5 best TV shows I've ever seen in my life. Anyway, we're in Brazil right now. Lençóis Maranhenses, a pretty cool, Google the name if you haven't seen this, images of it. Tech Gambino, I don't know that it's the greatest TV show ever. I mean, hard to say that with the Sopranos around. but definitely top 5. Lucas, my sweetheart, how are you tonight? Oh yeah, the Ring of Power. Speaking of good TV shows, let's talk about shitty ones as the players. First of all, let me go through the civs. Oh my god, Oz. That was a fantastic show. I loved Oz. I wouldn't say it's better than Sopranos, so that's just a very hot take. Let's get it. Let me introduce the civs, the players, and then let's get into the whole Rings of Power sucking. The trailer for Rings of Power season 2 was amazing, and then I watched episode 1, and I'm like, I don't want to watch this anymore. I really don't want to watch this anymore. It was just not that great. All right. TAG. By the way, these are town centers. And if you're not familiar, if you're not on the Discord server, man, oh man, do the players freaking hate these things. They hate them because you can't set a waypoint. The villager pops out just right here. You can't set the villager to go anywhere. You have to manually move the villager. And apparently it doesn't work in control groups. Let's see if maybe they fixed it. But from what I've seen in the last few days, players absolutely hate this configuration. All right, so for TAG, we got Sorakuma playing as the Lithuanians. Monasteries work faster than usual. Berbers, everyone's got genitors all of a sudden. I wonder if the Lithuanian tower shields applies to genitors as well. I hope we get to find out. And Portuguese technologies are researched 25% faster, except for going up to the next age. Oh, interesting. The 2 of the players on Vietnam Legends decided to plop down additional TCs over here and not up top where all the boars and the wood is. Let's see. Chip playing as the Hindustanis. Camels and Light Cav have a +2 attack bonus against buildings. Byzantines. Monks, I think, heal twice as fast as normal. Ooh, the Spanish gold is 25. That's a weird way of saying it. Trade units generate 25% more gold, I believe, is their team bonus. Oh, Lucas. A thigh tat. Shwetang Cat is with us in spirit. She was here in the beginning, and then she's back at work, but she's left her Twitch open so she can accumulate points to get me to say various things. Freudian slip AoE. I think I told you before, I love your name. Hello, hello. Oz really was a kind of foundational show. I'll give it that. But to say it's better than The Sopranos, ooh, I mean, I don't know. Focus, Isaac, focus. Yeah, Lucas, Rings of Power TV show costs a lot of money to produce, and it was just, I mean, I'll probably, who's kidding who, I'll probably watch the next episodes as well, but I've got a list of TV shows. I'm still working my way through Star Trek Discovery. Then I promised Doc I would watch the Orville. Or sorry, not Star Trek Discovery. Star Trek Discovery and Boardwalk Empire I'm rewatching. Just because every few years I need to rewatch that show. What is Betty LaFay? War of the Rohirrim looks pretty damn good, Tony. I'm very much looking forward to that cartoon. Sort of looks like Cairo with the Nile. Like I said, if you Google this name, Lensois, I'm pronouncing it in French, but I think it's Brazilian. Lensois Maranhenses. It is a pretty cool looking place in Brazil. We've got water wars to the south. We've got horses to the north. Our Lithuanian already with infrastructure. 10 minutes into the game. Everyone on TAG is in feudal. We are still a whiles away for Vietnam Legends. You stopped after season 2. Ooh, I don't know about that. Now I'm questioning your taste in TV shows. Oh, it's a Colombian show. Okay, well, that explains why I've never heard of it. Oh, Justin, what happened at the series finales of The Sopranos? He dead. He dead. Oh, as are these scouts. As a whole bunch of Hindustani villagers. Absolutely, the whole village showed up to fight there. Absolutely. Why, were they long distance gold mining for a while? I completely missed that awful play. Oh, Ugly Betty is based on that. Interesting. Yeah, I basically stopped watching TV as well, unless somebody recommends a show or unless I rewatch a show. Juan Leal, welcome, welcome. Animated shows are getting much better. There was what was the one that I saw recently, Blue-Eyed Samurai, that I really liked? Oh my god, he didn't learn his lesson. Our Lithuanian is here. He did not learn the lesson. Do not F around with Hindustani villagers, because when you do, you find out, and that's what happens. Now, it kind of sucks to lose villagers as well, but what can you do? I like that Say My Name is like, I want no part of this. Don't even approach me. So he walls himself in, whereas Chip is just like, bring it. Bring it. Oh yeah, Justin, Tony's dead. I mean, it's the David Chase, I think, did an interview afterwards, and he's like, yeah, no, he's dead. I have not seen Money Heist, no. Mad Lamb Productions. Mad Llama Productions, sorry, my bad. How are you? Just popping in? Before class, aye. Shogun was a fantastic show. So we've got 3 theaters of war. Let's see what's going on, because our Hindustani and our Berber are about to engage in a tower war over a bunch of wood and boars. Okay. Hindustani light cav are coming in. No upgrades whatsoever. It looks like our Spaniard will be the first to hit the castle age. So tower wars to the north. Oh, unless he moved villagers. He lost a lot of villagers, did Chip. What's his vill count? 35. 35. Oh, God. Oh, God. That is really low. They are down 40 villagers right now, Vietnam legends. Well, villagers and fishing ships, I should clarify. To the south, how goes the water war? Looks like the Portuguese, no surprise, are taking this. AoE is equally as important as a master's degree. I agree. I'll check it out. What's on the island to the far south? I believe it is just stone. Yeah, Llama Drama. I didn't read the book, but I've heard people tell, like my friends have all told me that it's very, it's one of those shows that actually people who read the book don't actually have a lot to complain about. Whereas a show like The Wheel of Time, as somebody who read that entire series, I can tell you that show is just an actual, like, disgusting mess. Akita, nice to see you. How goes? Here we go, the Byzantine. The Byzantine with those fire ships. What is he attacking? A Berber dock. I love that everyone just, pure pressure here, just placed a dock. Everyone has a dock. You stopped reading Wheel of Time around book 9? I gotta get through the slog a little bit, but the books are fantastic. Oh my goodness. We've seen this a lot in this tournament where one team kind of goes up to castle age a little bit. I don't want to say faster because they didn't go up faster than there's 1 versus 2, but in a better way, right? Because one player, I don't know, the camel archers, Do conquistadors? I mean, technically they have cav archer armor, right?
Monday.
Yeah, they do have cav archer armor, which means that these camel archers do bonus damage against them, +4. Ugh. Oh, I would have loved to see a continuation here. By the way, this is one of those maps that introduced high ground on water. Yeah, it was a bit of a quick GG. But let's watch that demo ship again. The Portuguese demo, if you didn't catch it the first time. Let's see it. Dum 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 dum. 3 galleys, fire galleys, go down the shitter. All right, so a bit of a quicker game. I wonder, because on this map we haven't really seen teams build their town center settlements here, right? Usually they do this. They expand up north and then they fight over here. I wonder if this was some kind of critical weakness. I can't really imagine it is. They're not really being tower pushed. Harder to wall in. I mean, this is also something we've never really seen. It's also not something we've seen on this map before, this kind of big, long wall off. The major prediction came true when Rand cleanses the taint with Kalendor. Oh yeah, well, I mean, that's just part of it. That's not the whole. He doesn't cleanse Saidin with just Kalendor. If memory serves, Nynaeve is involved as well, and so is Shadar Logoth, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not going to ruin it for you. The way they cleanse the taint, which is a Wheel of Time expression, not the physical part of a male body that we're talking about, is pretty damn epic. Don't ruin my moment. All right. Yeah, they're down just way too much. This is tag team is just running circles around them. I thought it might have had to do something with building their infrastructure in the original starting position, but I suspected just the fact that, I mean, we know that tag is ahead a lot. They don't really know, but they must be able to see the score. Ooh. Doc, you said it looked like Egypt. And now we're back in Egypt. Back when the Nile was lush and fertile and full of crocs and dorados. And what looks like farming lands. What? A gorgeous set of maps. And if you remember the way this map works, I forget exactly what happens, but the lion explodes or something with the zebras. Somebody remind me in the chat. We saw this the first time we casted this game, but the lion attacks the zebra and the zebra just immediately begins decaying. And the same, I think, for the elephants. I don't remember exactly what the... I marked it as a win for VL. No, I marked it for tag. 2-1 now, no? Get him. I think I tagged it, right? Unless I'm like completely derping out right now. It's 2-1 tag, no? All right, let's see. They all start in the wetlands. Here on the left bank of the Nile. We've got Chip playing as the Italians. Condottieri are now available for everyone. Let's see if that's gonna be helpful to anyone else. The Chinese farms seed with 10% more food. And the Malay docks have double the line of sight, which, okay, I mean, fair enough. It's a pretty big bonus on this map. Oh, the horse blocks the way of the farmer. The farmer gets got by militia. Militia, by the way, from the Slav. All barracks, all archery ranges, stables, siege workshops, all provide 5 population space now. Okay, Khmer. Speaking of siege workshops, Scorpions have extra +1 range, I believe. And last but not least, the Romans. Scorpion minimum range is reduced. So we've got potentially some fun Scorpion play here if the game goes beyond the massive 27-minute mark. But what a gorgeous map. I forget exactly what happens here with the lions and the zebras. But already the zebra food count has been whittled down to about half. Fishing ships are being attacked by militia here. Where are the pyramids? Yeah, Justin, isn't it? These maps are all gorgeous. Like I said, a big freaking tribute, a big pat on the back to whoever designed all of these maps. Bunch of yurts and tents. Pyramids. Can you eat the camels? Yeah, you can even eat the camels. Horsey scouts are exploring. But looks like for now the real... Let's compare the line of sight because I like to do stuff like that. Wait, why is it not showing me your line of sight? Oh, come on. 1 second. There we go. So you see the line of sight on a dock, like from here to here? Now compare the freaking Malay line of sight from here to here. All right, never mind. It's hard to see. VL1 game number 2, I believe. Chinese farm bonus and all the farms set up along the Niles could help out. One thing we saw during this tournament is Sicilian player with a Chinese teammate, and I think their farms have like 1,200 food in Imperial Age when they're fully upgraded, which is like, or maybe like 11 something, because I think a Sicilian farm is what, 1,019 food when fully upgraded, and so whatever 10% on top of that is. Can you kill the eagles? No, you can't. Like in Lord of the Rings, they have very thick plot armor. Crocodiles, on the other hand, whackety whack, whack, whack all you want. This vulture just flies very lazily overhead. Okay, Cloud is finally on the other side of the map exploring as a Malay fire ship bursts out here. Okay, so the name of the game is lame your opponent's fishing ships while protecting your fishing ships from being lamed. At least in this early stage of the game. Last time we saw this map, the players on this side of the map created a very long wall off between the 3 bases, if I'm not mistaken. Purple pinging over here at Italian saying, what? Maybe he's telling... Huang Tri that, hey, you need to defend your dock a little bit. It is under attack. Now the pinging is down here. Demo gets a ship and a villager. That's nice. Sorry, bear with me, just refreshing YouTube app. Why was it showing that this pyramid was under attack? Oh my god, somebody attacked the pyramid? It has 100 melee and 100 pierce armor. Special armor against Lechai. And then on top of that, building armor. Why is he attacking the yurt? What do you get out of attacking this? Watch the game be over at the 10-minute mark because there's some kind of rule here. Derek is in the house. the Derek stage of the game where we all just want to log off and crawl into bed and fall asleep for the rest of the day. Just kidding. All right, and a little incursion cleaned up. Pyramid and yurt are safe. More demos being exchanged for fishing ships. Is that even worth it? Oh, yeah, Supergen, remember that? Supergen just posted a link on Twitch to, well, I think it was on Isthmus. We were watching a map on an Empire Wars game where the pyramid in the center of the map just disappeared. Derek's rollout. GTFO. The night is still young, yeah. Well, when Derek comes, the night becomes very old. But I'm ching. Got a bunch of Khmer archers. Z40 is not really gathering any. No one's really gathering any resources to go up to Castle Age. So we're going to see some good feudal age aggression, which is going to be very micro dependent. Just kind of like running around his tower. Okay. Like the walls of Jericho, he thinks they're just going to fall if he runs a circle around this army 7 times or whatever that number was. Fire galleys engaged here in the center. Italian and Malay are pretty much... Ooh. Okay. A bit of an ineffective hit there. Derek, I took it too far. I took it too far, didn't I? We've been off topic. Are you? What is this? Your first time joining the live stream? We've been off topic since game number 1. Through hell and back, these Chinese scouts are running through literal fire to get to their destination, trying to do some kind of counter damage on the tag team on the other side of the map. But he hasn't even reached them yet. Have they even explored this part of the map? Yeah, they've seen a little bit. But this is not good exploration. And sending 4 scouts, 2 of them injured, 1 of them basically dead. Yeah, you're not going to really accomplish very much here with these Chinese scouts. Or they are upgrades, if any. +1 attack. Okay. So fire ship attacking a dock. Fire ship attacking the fishing ships of the fire ship that's attacking the dock. Boomy boy just hanging out in the center of the map. Did he... 1 second. Did he... The demo killed the fire ship, but the fire ship killed the fishing ship? Let's watch that in slow motion. Okay, my bad. It wasn't even close. He killed the fishing ship first. Okay. I thought it kind of happened simultaneously, because when you kill a fire ship, the last spurt of fire that it throws up, it still keeps going, so it can technically kill you from the dead, from beyond the grave. Roaring Moose, I have a dumb question. You often say in your videos Howard Hughes. Who is that? Oh, Howard Hughes was a very famous industrialist about 100 years ago in Hollywood. He came from like a very rich, I want to say oil family. He himself was an engineer and like an inventor. And then he went to Hollywood and he began making movies, and he was like basically like a billionaire. And in the later stages of his life, he became a massive germaphobe. And he went into, I want to say, the Beverly Hills Hotel and locked himself in for years. And he wouldn't shake hands with anybody. He wouldn't touch anybody. There were rumors he drank his own piss. That's how like paranoid he was of just drinking even tap water. So when I say somebody goes full Howard Hughes, I mean they have walled themselves in entirely. There is no way into their base, and there is no way out of their base. Not even a gate. And that's what I use for Howard Hughes. But he definitely, look him up, Google him. He is a freaking character. And by the way, Leonardo DiCaprio played him. Was it Leonardo DiCaprio? In The Aviator. There was a Simpsons episode that they did about it where Mr. Burns behaved like him. He was just an eccentric LA billionaire. The Dennis Miller of AOE2 casters. I appreciate that. I love Dennis Miller. Oh, I'm not as insulting as Dennis Miller, though. Not as sardonic as he is. He was an American hero. I think he like designed a bomber plane, the Spruce Moose, the Moose Goose. Some kind of massive bomber that people said would never fly. Jai Kumar, good morning. How are you? We have seen this map once before. We are on the Nile Valley, which is a super cool... I forgot to show you the monuments in the north, by the way. These monoliths, which I don't think you can click on. Oh my god, we've got pile of wood! And we've got monkeys! Monkey butt. Monkey butt. Sorry. I know not everybody is going to be impressed with this, but I always love to see these monkeys. Oh my god. Oh my god, look at it now. This is the smoke monkey I was talking about. Look at the attack on the freaking monkey. Building bonus 1,000. Melee attack 99. Armor 99. This is an indestructible unit. This monkey with its adorable little butt could definitely take on a Cobra car. 100%. This is the monkey I was talking about. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love to see it. Dennis Miller was on Monday Night Football? I didn't know that. You're gonna make me so rich and famous I go full Howard Hughes. Oh man, that guy lived a life. That guy lived a life. It was Leo, the spruce goose. I thought it did fly. Doc, you're right, they are obelisks, not monoliths. All right, let's get back into the game. As this army here gets absolutely cleaned up. So left side of the Nile is safe for a little while. These Italian knights might want to jump in and help their Malay friends out a little bit. The monkey should be able to shit, and then the villager should be able to grab it and one shot. I mean, that's bonkers even for me. But look at the stats on this monkey. I mean, come on. Oh, I didn't realize, Llama Drama, you're absolutely right. The monkey only has 5 HP. I didn't realize that at all. My apologies. The Cobra car would absolutely gun this thing down. Milan, yes. Nice to see you. Fredo, hello. What's on schedule? Right now we're watching the first set of the night. Vietnam Legends taking on Tag, the Taiwan AoE gamer clan, or group, or team, whatever they're called these days. And it looks like the first person to risk the Serengeti here to the south is our Khmer, who immediately comes under attack, but TC should go up. Especially if the villagers gang up on this scout. On the other side of the Nile, Huang Tri also expanding. Looks like he took out a lion to do so. And now there's an Italian force of knights heading straight into the Roman base. The Italians saying, how dare you give us a bad name? You anachronistic pieces of crap. Get out of the game. No one wants you here. We wanted the Persians and the Chinese split up. Instead, they gave us Romans. No one wanted you. Take your legionary and go home. And your mills, too, apparently. I mean, there's a lot of unprotected villagers here. But apparently the mill is the target of choice. Doc, watch out for drop bears on your way to get milk. Lion roars, lion attacks. No one's gotten these relics, by the way. Italian knights taking on Roman knights. Not a single castle on the map, even though everyone is in the castle age. Wait a second. Did I miss the killing of a monkey? No, okay, they're still here. There's 4 of them. Okay, so we'll keep an eye. Is he going for the villagers? I mean, this is like a scout monkey right now. Oh no, you have to attack them. I think they're not aggressive monkeys. They're just very territorial. So you have to actually actively attack them first. And now we've got a big Chinese force, a mixture of camels and knights. 14 units. Upgrades on them are 1, 2. Okay, not bad upgrades. Our Slav. About to take down a few. Ooh, I was going to say fire galleys, but nah, they've graduated. Summa cum laude come fire ships. How are they evading these knights? Oh my god, they're going on the high ground. I thought for a second we were going to get to see high ground fire. We are seeing high ground fire ships. This is amazing. Oh, these maps are so much fun. Why the hell are the knights not attacking, by the way? This fire ship has 2 HP. Okay. Down goes the TC, our Italian, continuing the rampage. The Chinese continuing over here. It looks like, ooh, a few villager kills in exchange for a bunch of camels and knights. Not bad at all. Oh, the Khmer. Town center is full. Where are your houses? Why are they not here? You got to build houses of the Khmer so you can run into them with your villagers. Italian versus Roman, like fighting your grandpa. Oh, my grandpa could probably kick my ass. I once got a bench press set for my room when I was still living with my parents in like early university days. And my grandfather was like, this is what you call weights? And then he went to my room and started doing freaking sets of 20 reps. We've got action to the north. Slav versus Chinese. Slav versus Chinese versus Lion. Whack. Bad cat. Bad kitty. Who takes this? The Slav. No attack upgrades. So our Chinese should take this quite handily. Yeah, he's got double the HP. He's got the counter unit. Not even a close fight here. More and more food for Quang Tri. Some Khmer crossbows have joined the fight. Army count tag is ahead just a little bit. Villager count's identical. For all the investments in the water, not a single player except purple and red have fishing ships left. It looks like a trio of monks is crossing the Nile. Actually, a quintet of monks. So these knights are going to be healed up pretty fast. This is where a upgrade like Bamaristan for the Saracens would come in absolutely epic. One monk healing all of these units all at the same time. And our Roman says, hey, I might be your grandfather, but I'm going to still pack a punch. Let's see how this fight goes. Conversions going down for both players trying to convert knights, it seems like. Knight to the south has made his way through. One monk, 2 monks. Will he get the third? He will get the third, but he dies himself. And our Italian takes that handily. Still ahead, 10 army count, but is it the first castle? All right. Finally, are we going to see Chukanus? Let's go. Oh no, Khmer Arbalesters are here. Ugh. Attack upgrades needs chemistry. There's still 4 monkeys here. Can someone just attack a monkey so we can see how powerful they are? Camel, monkey, condor, vulture. We've got all kinds of animals here. Oh, Arbalesters. Arbalesters against basic Castle Age camels. Oh, that's going to be a slaughter. Why is blue even bothering here? Just leave this to the Arbs. Who, by the way, are still here. Oh, Tag is starting to wreck villager count as well. He's getting chemistry, so attack-wise, they're going to be fully upgraded. Armor-wise, still very much lacking. But he's got 54 Arbalesters. So what are the army's compositions? We've got Italian knights, we've got Malay crossbowmen, and we've got Chinese and knights and camels. Our Malay, despite being the Malay and having a minute less uptime, is the second to Imperial after our Khmer. It really is an interesting battle. Who goes up to Imperial faster? The Khmer, who don't have requisites, or the Malay, who shave off a third of the time? Castle canceled. And here we go, run into the house. On a map where everything else being equal, all the resources are the same, the position of the resources are the same, who goes up to Imperial faster? Like if you were to do an experiment in a science lab, would it be the Malay? I don't know. Knights attacking villagers. Yellow is pinging over here where Malay villagers finally get into the town center. Two of them, actually one of them dies. So counter castle across the Nile. Sounds like a castles on the Nile. Sounds like an Agatha Christie. Paging Spirit of the Law, exactly. I really am curious because these are two lightning fast up civs. Who would be the first? Oh man, our Chinese players being so annoying. Constantly throwing these knights into the path. Can you please attack the monkey? Just for the hell of it. Slavic knights to the back. Chinese knights hanging out. So nobody really walled any part of anything off here. Wow, huge expansion here for Cloud. He's going up to 111 villagers, which I think will give him... I mean, look at the villager counts. They're ahead 60 vills. I mean, that includes fishing ships, but there's not that many fishing ships on the map. And here comes a big Khmer castle on the other side of the world. Now I'm kind of curious. Maybe I'll put a YouTube poll and see what people think. It's always funny to me when knights try to take on arbalesters. That being said, there's a lot of Italian knights here. Not too sure why they're not joining Say My Name's army. Here we go, finally. But they are on the high ground, it looks like. Italian takes the south. Malay takes the north. An absolute epic hold and cleanup by Vietnam Legends. Wow. The Italian knight count for the win. I mean, he sacrificed like 2/3 of his knights. Iron casting wheelbarrow Imperial for Cloud. He will be the... No, not the last. The second on his team to hit Imperial. Only 3 monkeys. Somebody attacked the monkey. Somebody attacked the monkey. Okay, at the end of the game, we're going back to the 40-minute mark. Somebody in the chat, please remind me. And now counter castles. Trebs are up for all players. Let's see it. Things are heating up here on the west bank of the Nile. Oh yeah, John. You better believe it. 41-20. Nice. Chinese and Imperial with a castle and no Chukanu. I guess he's going melee cavalry, it looks like. Cavalier and... I don't even want to say camel anymore because he's just got 1 camel. I don't even know where it is. Slowly, slowly, Khmer arbalesters are pushing into this position. Super Gen, thank you so much. Do the monkeys explode? Well, we're gonna find out at the end of this game. By the way, there's also raiding here. Our Slav is still not in Imperial, and Chip, our Italian, is heading, which means in theory we could be seeing a condottieri flood here. What? I don't know. Again, I mean, against Castle Age Knights, they're gonna do well. Against arbalesters, they're gonna do okay. Double crossbow for the 1 ballista elephant that is out on the field. And what the hell is Sorakuma doing? He is getting... Oh my goodness, he's getting heavy plow. Why is a Roman getting heavy plow? There's also 3 monkeys here. I hope it wasn't a castle that killed the monkeys. Centurion. Okay. Staring at a blank piece of earth. Wondering what he did with his life to deserve this fate. As a whole bunch of Italian knights here try to defend against the Roman incursion. I mean, if you're going knights as Romans, you got to get your ass up to Imperial. Committed Tenses is a redonkulous upgrade. You train 50% faster. You come with a charge attack. It is just an absolute epic if you're going Cavaliers. Or even Centurions. Our Malay pinging over here, seeing more and more Slavic now cavaliers streaming across the map. Tag now has 30 more army, 100 more villagers. And to add salt to the injury, salt to the wound, they are now slaughtering villagers to the south, slaughtering villagers in the center, and beginning to slaughter villagers to the north. Okay, so now we're starting to see a little bit too much pressure. Things are not looking good here for Vietnam legends. My apologies. Cheese and bacon roll. Where did you get it? That sounds like something that I would see at a 7-Eleven, untouched for like a year and a half. Oh no, oh no. Now they're down 120 villagers. More Slavic cavaliers are coming in. Elite ballista elephant. Where even are these ballista elephants? He got double crossbow. He got elite. And they are sitting here with 4,000 HP and a big fat 0 kills. Okay. Meanwhile, villagers are being slaughtered. 150 villager lead. The east bank of the Nile completely safe. Nothing to do in here. More cavaliers streaming to the south. More knights streaming to the north. Ballista elephants still doing jack shit. Let's see them take on these arbalesters. Shwetang, didn't they get rid of Apu in The Simpsons? Dinky Bakery across the road. Looks way better than it tastes. Welcome to the world of marketing. Oh, come on. Right as these elephants get 1 kill, they get 1 kill and then they GG'd. Oh, that's so sour. But TAG takes it, advances to the final 16. I wanted to see this so bad. Yeah, Fredo, I wanted to see this so bad. But what the actual hell? I mean, obviously, we know what's going on. Ooh, 48-48 for those of you who believe in synchronicity and stuff. Raided to the back. Raided to the back. Not much of doing in the center. They're getting nothing done. Vietnam legends here. They have an outpost. This is their entire presence on the enemy side of the map. 1 outpost and 1 sad demo raft from like a million years ago that Chip probably forgot he had. Oh my god. All right, now. Yeah, I mean, the Chunky Boy intimidation must have been like really crazy. Because what a sour way to go. You get double crossbow, you go up to elite. Our Slav is getting detonets for all of his 0 castles. Okay. How much stone does Tag have? Okay, enough for 1 castle. So what did we say it was, around the 40-minute mark? So bear with me, a little bit of nonsense at the end of this set. So at this point, there are still 4 monkeys. Okay, there's still 4 monkeys. What am I missing here? Why did I see 3 monkeys before? Am I like completely like lost my mind tonight? Did I not see 3 monkeys earlier? Okay, so I was obviously mistaken. Okay, here there are definitely 3 monkeys. Okay, now there are 4 monkeys. I'm not including any of the southern monkeys, right? So where are the 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Baby, they had a baby. Okay, here we go. It was the town center. Oh, what a cowardly move. What a cowardly move out of Chip. No, Harambe. And down goes the monkey. All right. Well, that was anticlimactic. I apologize. I thought that was going to be a lot more exciting. Because I remember from the deathmatch tournament, when you attack those monkeys, man, are they ferocious. Man, do they fight back. Cavaliers to knights, arbalesters to, I mean, twice the arbalesters here. Let's see who had any. Okay, our Khmer did give a little bit to the Slav. Yeah, all of the precious resources, actually all 4 resources going to our Taiwan team. And look at that, 3 of the 4 all in Z40's camp. 2 relics only. Who was the biggest killer? It was a Roman. That is surprisingly. Yeah, that is very surprising. Okay. The weakest was the Malay, weak link of the game. All right, bear with me. I'm going to set up the next set. That was a fun one. Yeah, GG. So in this set, I believe we have a number of Argentinian players, which should be fun. All right. And would you look at that? We are back on the Nile. So these 2 teams are... We're going to love these. Hakuna Matata is being represented by Mentalist, a fellow Canadian, if I'm not mistaken, playing as the Byzantines in red. On the other side, the Dreamers, represented by Lucho, playing as the Goths. So we got ourselves a couple of OG Age of Kings spam-a-lama ding-dong civilizations on a map we just saw right now, albeit a much smaller version, much cuter version, where the lions immediately hunt and kill the zebras. Not too sure what the point of that is, that they kill the zebras immediately. But you know, so far the maps have been amazing. So who am I to look a gift map in the mouth? And I know, Doc, you love the Byzantines. Yeah, there we go. Byzantines for the win. Our Byzantine being, let's see it. Let's see the, so we got 35% cheaper infantry, taking on 25% cheaper camels, skirmishers, and spearmen. Right now, we're fighting over some Byzantine farmland. Ryan, nice to catch you live again. Appreciate all the nice comments. Sergeant Brian is on Team Lucho. Like I said, I think the Hakuna Matata team is, I want to say, like Americans and Canadians. And the Dreamers team is Argentinian. By the way, Mentalist is housed already. That is not a good sign. That is not a good sign at all right now. Uh-oh. I don't think I've ever seen anyone housed at the 3-minute mark of the game. Blue does lose a villager, though. Somebody also lost. Okay, now he's not housed anymore because he lost the villager. I don't think he realizes he's housed. He's still at 15 population supply. Shwetang's money is on the Byzantine. You're drinking your Tiara, your Hakuna Matata. I mean, he still doesn't... Okay, never mind. He built a house. Okay. What a scary, scary thing there for a second. I mean, the last thing you want to be doing when you're playing somebody like Lucho, who, if I'm not mistaken, is around like 2,300 elo last time we saw him, is get housed at the 3-frickin-minute mark of the game. Do the Goths have any viable strategy against the Byzantines? Ooh. Hand Cannoneer, Meat Shield, and a Dream is the, I think, probably what I would recommend. That being said, we've seen some pretty fun times with the, how the hell did that militiaman die? To the villager? Yeah. Who was it recently that went Gothic Cav Archers? Was it Hera? Now that Cav Archers are like the unit de jour. Not gonna lie, it's gonna be a tough ride here for the Goths. They can't really go infantry, or they can go infantry but try to end the game in like early to mid Castle Age before Logistica kicks in. It was Hera, right? Yeah. But either way, it's going to be an uphill climb. The On the one hand, you want to end it early before fully upgraded cataphracts show up, and on the other hand, you kind of want it to go late so you can get 10 extra population space in Imperial and get 210 instead of the usual 200. Although, what's an extra 10 units against a unit that does trample damage and has a plus 18 attack bonus against you? Yeah, Doc is not a neutral observer in this matchup. What upgrade made Cav Archers the new meta? Nothing. There was an upgrade recently that improved the accuracy, but that was heavy Cav Archers. But that was also like 6 months ago. I don't know why the hell all of a sudden everyone is starting to play Cav Archers. I mean, Cav Archers are amazing. You run around sniping villagers, crippling your opponent's economy. What's my favorite OG Civ? The Byzantines? Yours? Just wall and build up a large army. I gotta say, mine was probably the Teutons. Although it's probably like fairly close between Teutons and Saracens. I just freaking love the Mameluke. Fishing ship looks like it wanted to try to stop and block this horse. Okay. Mental is down 3 villagers. Should be down 2. Now he's down 4. So Ryan and Doc, you share a mutual adoration for the... What the hell is this? You share a mutual adoration for the Byzantine, who is bringing the carnival to town, it looks like. A horse, a lion, and an elephant. This is like that riddle. I'm trying to remember the riddle. You have a fisherman who needs to cross... Actually, wait, let's... You have a fisherman who has a boat and he needs to cross the river. And he has a wolf, a goat, and I forget what the third animal is, but he can only take 2 at a time. Oh my god, is the crocodile going to get a villager kill? He might actually get a villager kill. No, you silly militia, you stole the kill. I forget what the riddle was, but the point is you have to like combine different animals to cross the river, but that was freaking epic. A lion, a horse, and an elephant. Fredo. Here is how the tournament works. There's 2 stages. The first stage is a best of 3, 1 versus 1. Whoever wins, and every player from the team has to compete in a minimum 1 game. Or I guess just 1 game. You have 3 players on a team. Each one has to play once. You can't play twice. So you can't have like Hera playing all 3 games for your team. Whoever wins the best of 3 1v1s gets 1 point. Only 1 point. And then the second stage of the game is 3v3s. And it's a best of 5. But in the best of 5, if you won the 1 versus 1s, you get that 1 point. So you only have to win 2 more to win the tournament or the set. It is a best of 5. Like the totality of the tournament is a best of 5. Even though right now we're in a best of 3. A fox, a rabbit, and a radish? Yeah, something like that, Chwetang. I'm sure there's like a million different variations, but the point is that's what it looked like to me. That's what that's what it reminded me of. A lion, a horse, and an elephant walk into a bar. The elephant dies, the lion dies, and the horse goes to attack an enemy militiaman. So on the whole, it is a best of 5, but the first point that you get in the best of 5, you have to win a best of 3 1v1. If that makes sense. Ooh, Shotang's a Mongol fan. Mentalist keeps getting housed, but Lucho is worse off by not protecting his villagers. Yeah. They both killed off a good number of villagers so far, but it's weird that Mentalist keeps getting housed. I don't think he's low elo. I think he's a pretty decent elo. And now he's going militia against the Goths. Interesting play. Okay. We'll see how that works out for him. Yeah, I think, Doc, on this map, the wild camels actually do count for food. It's one of those quirks of the random map feature. I don't think in any other map you get food from the camels, but in this map you actually do. Byzantine fire ship taking on a mill. Why the mill? You can't reach the other structures or what? What moves faster here? I think the militia 0.9, 0.96. Okay, so the skirmisher should outrun. Yeah, Shuatang, it's like a special random map feature where you can actually eat the camels. Don't ask me why. Yeah, Mentalist has been around for a while, Llama Drama. He's like one of those old OGs, like survivalist, mentalist. I guess it was like a thing in Canada to name yourself with an ist at the end. Okay, it doesn't matter how fast you are if you walk straight into your enemy units. I've actually tried to find some 2v2 games randomly. I've downloaded a few of them. Maybe for Friday's stream. I keep trying to find Rage Forest, but no one's playing Rage Forest anymore. By the way, Spearmen do come with an attack bonus against ships +9. So a bit of a risky move there to take on a Spearman with a bit of an injured fire ship. This one even gathering food? No, this Gothic fishing ship is just kind of hanging out. Okay. Militiamen are still here to the rear. Oh my god, look at their HP. You like this map? Okay, so he's kind of just leading. Mentalist is kind of leading Lucho into the middle of nowhere. I think Lucho realizes it. And it's like, okay, you're not serious with these units. To be fair, if you're blue, you just leave these units alone. This is 4 population space that is being taken up by units that don't even have 25 HP among the 4 of them. So the longer these stay alive, the less healthy army Mentalist can build. So I don't even know why he was bothering to chase them down. Just let them roam around. Even a villager could kill these guys one-on-one. Now he's gathering food. This one ship to the north. Fire ship still attacking the dock. Yeah, there you go. Look at this. Look at this. This is why you really did not need to chase them with those skirmishers. Bello Wallow, I'm wondering if you could cover AoE 3 or 4. Just curious. I'm not a fan of AoE 3 or 4. Not that I ever would like say anything bad about them, but for now it's AoE 2. I'm considering Age of Mythology, but to be honest, I'm kind of like an AoE 2 purist. I'm just kidding. I'm not a purist anything, but AoE 4 I can say probably not. AoE 3 maybe. Age of Mythology maybe with a capital M. Lion is on the high ground here. Elephant, get the hell out of the way. Move, we want to watch this. Ugh. Man, nature never follows. Why is the Viper playing so much Age of Mythology? I don't know. For a while he was playing a lot of AoE 4, and then he came back to AoE 2. Militia Line is very sad. Militia Line definitely needs some kind of boost. They need to either be made cheaper, or they need to be made a little bit faster. Not a lot. Not a lot. Maybe like 5% faster. This blue horse just keeping an eye on things. Yeah, Ryan, I'm with you. AoE 4 is like hard for me to look at. I find it reminds me a lot of like other games like the Warcraft games and the League of Legends games. It's more about like controlling individual fewer units. I also the graphics don't really appeal to me as much as this Age of Empires 2. Plus I grew up with AoE 2. It's not like I just like randomly picked this game to make a channel out of. Like I like legit, if it doesn't come across for my ridiculous enthusiasm for a 41-year-old for a video game, I like legit love this game. This game was very important to me in high school as a nerd in the 1990s, bullied and stuff. Getting home and rushing onto the zone, meeting my clan members and friends and my cousin who I got into this game as well. It was like, it was a very important game to me, which is why I love. Oh my god, it is Cav Archers. He is going Cav Archers. Okay. Both players have 7 Vil kills. Our Byzantine has killed a lot more army though, which is, to be fair, not hard when your opponent is just running their army around the rear of the map. Fredo used to play AoE 3. AoE 4, it just, something about it, it doesn't appeal to me. Like, I try to watch on Twitch, I try to watch content creators play AoE 4. Poor cousin. That's funny. Mekengi, by the way, hello. I hope I'm saying your name right. Okay, reveals the Cav Archers as they run through fire to get to their opponent's base. Taking, oh god, 50 HP damage. The first knight didn't learn the lesson. Second knight's gonna get shoot away as well. Not too sure you need to bring all your crossbows back. At this point, you see he has 10 HP. You can leave 1 spearman. That's literally one attack with their 15 bonus against cavalry. And here we go. Let's see if the Goth can pull this off with the latest popular play. SFC Wallace, good old AoE 2 LAN parties. Yeah, exactly. There's just something about this game that I really love. I loved the campaigns when I was younger. I was always a bit of a history nerd in elementary school and in high school. And so when the campaigns came out, the Genghis Khan, William Wallace, all these campaigns, when the game first came out in the 90s, it just like spoke to me. And then obviously playing it was like, oh, game changer. Oh, why did you have to stop? Why did you have to stop your Cav Archers? That 1 second allowed him to convert. Is this still the knight with 10 HP? No, this is a knight with 100 HP. And that's as good as it's gonna get for Mentalist, because the Byzantines do not get bloodlines. Roke's 27, love this game forever. I remember playing the first Age of Empires and then Age of Mythology. Oh, the first Age of Empires was so good. The problem is everyone just built catapults. And just, there was nothing you can do against the Hittites. There's like literally nothing you can do. Not always active in the chat, but catching cast occasionally. It's chill to watch. I appreciate that. We're playing this at night till morning and skip classes in university. Yeah, that was me with that Counter-Strike in university. Hung Solo, nice to catch you live again. When I was doing my undergraduate and I was studying Spanish, I did an international business degree, and as part of that, you have to learn a language. I chose Spanish, and I skipped basically the entire first year of Spanish class so that I could go to the arcade. Our university had an arcade, and I just played Counter-Strike 4-5 hours a day. Well, I shouldn't lie. It was like 4 hours of Counter-Strike and 1 hour of Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And maybe another half an hour of table soccer, Jitoni, as we would say. Doc, I agree. AoE 2, out of all the AoEs, has the most potential in terms of just a long-lasting esport. You took my kill, says this lion. But a fully armored knight, not exactly the easiest of targets. AoE 2.5, that's funny. So 1 army circling to the back, 3 kills, only 1 of them a villager, so not exactly the most effective use of the more mobile archer unit. But back home he defends again. Leaving the spearman is a good idea against these annoying knights. Galley now, just kind of poking away at this one barracks. Castle, interesting location. Okay, was an interesting location. Why did he cancel it? I appreciate that, Hung Solo. You want to leave some appreciation before you got back to work? I appreciate that so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. And like I told Kat, as much as you can, have fun at work. You're going after the food, so Lucho lames the food. I don't think he's going after elephants. Oh, actually, never mind. He is going after elephants. Wow, okay. All right, so our goth says, you know what? Even with your 25% discount, if you have no food, you're not going to be able to train anything. Uh-oh. Annoying skirmisher force to the back. Are they attacking the pyramid? They are attacking the pyramid. Can you kill your opponent by destroying their pyramid? My Spanish is... Unfortunately, there were no conquistadors in 1999 to 2001. Actually, were there? When were the, No, it wasn't, right? Ryan, no, I have a full-time day job. I am a lawyer in real life. But do not hold that against me. Yeah, Shuitang, this map is ridiculously complicated. And these are the kinds of matches, when we saw the first... no, Spanish they weren't in the original 11 civilizations. When we first saw the show matches on these, of this tournament, the games were like 10 minutes long, 15 minutes long. It might be in the Spanish. When were the Spanish introduced into Age of Empires? Ian Aranda, hello, hello. You're a huge fan of the ZZ clan? I'm a huge fan of this. Whatever the hell that was, the Cav Archer trying to run off the edge of the world. But yeah, we're going to see a lot of ZZ players right now in this second set. At least I'm not evil. How do you know? Maybe I'm like a very cleverly disguised psychopath. Although I think if I was a psychopath, probably wouldn't have admitted that. Something was conquering something. Mangonel's laying waste to some of these fishing, naval units. 2001 was the Conquerors. That's when it was? Okay, yeah. I think that was right at the start of my university when I started playing Counter-Strike and Marvel vs. Capcom. So I think I stopped playing Age of Empires at that point. Took a little hiatus. I'm not sure, Shwetang. Would a real like psychopath admit that they're a psychopath? I think that's like one of the traits that by the way, these galleys can technically go uphill here, go around the bend, and attack the Cav Archers from here, if I'm not mistaken. So there is really nowhere that's safe for these Cav Archers right now if they stick around this part of the map. Our Goth, 37 minutes in, is pressing, but he's not realizing that there's a Byzantine Mangonel. Okay, he does realize. We'll take a shit volley, and here come the skirmishers. This is the Byzantine specialty, clogging up the works like a freaking toilet with their trash units. 39 army count to 39, but he's also ahead 37. Somehow Mentalist, despite being housed at the 3-minute mark of the game, is still ahead and down 22 Vil kills to 14. Ian, I am 41 years old. I studied business in undergraduate and law in Canada. Technically, it is also an undergraduate degree, a bachelor's. Shwetang, there's actually a very funny book about Canadian lawyers who are psychopaths. It's called Snakes in Suits. And it is about all these weird Canadian lawyers who just like one lawyer hired the Hells Angels to collect bills from clients who wouldn't pay her in like Alberta. It's a weird fun book. By the way, in case you didn't see it, Cataphracts are out. Where is Cat? Hopefully she watches afterwards. Hopefully the volume is still on. She is accumulating points on Twitch, but I know she loves the Cataphracts. I wonder if I became a lawyer because I loved Jim Carrey and Liar Liar. Shwetang, I think they made a documentary out of it, but not a TV show. In come the Goths. Cataphract, as good as they are, again, not the greatest pierce armor, base of 1. And like all of their cavalry, they are missing bloodlines. So what a beautiful play out of our Goth right now. And here we go. They climb the higher ground. This is like that first Uncharted game where you find the Nazi submarine in the middle of the rainforest. Up high in the mountains. I think that was Uncharted 1. Absolutely incredible addition to the game is having the ships able to go up onto the high ground. He needs to stop with the ships. I agree. Why the hell is our Byzantine even building ships right now? He's going up to 11 of them. Going up to Imperial though. Does have a castle. Okay, so he relocated his castle from the south to the north, next to the obelisks and the monkeys. Still 4 monkeys to 4. It looks like. I don't think these nature has been touched here. I would be remiss if I didn't look at the monkey's ass for just a little second, just a little bit. This wouldn't be Cast of Empires if we didn't get a little silly here once in a while. Shane, how's it going? Hey, Isaac, hope you're doing great. How's your kiddo doing? I make you feel young. You were 1 when AoE 2 came out. Nice. I mean, nice, but I'm super jealous that you're like 17 years old, younger than me. And the baby's doing fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. It was his first day. I'm gonna post a picture of me on Discord, by the way. We took him to daycare today for an orientation because he starts next week. And there was a station with a puzzle. And I don't know, I don't know, tired or whatever. I just sat down and started doing the puzzle, and my, my wife took a picture of me amongst all the little, like, 15-month-old babies walking around and with their teachers. Just me sitting there doing a puzzle like a baby. So I'm gonna post that picture on Discord. I just have to blur the face out of a baby that's in the photo. I don't want to include someone else's someone else's kid. Chris, welcome. I have not tried Rise of Nations, no. So Cav Archer play did not do the trick this game. Apparently, Byzantine Navy for the win? I mean, Lucho has to assume with the score deficit that he's down a little bit. He doesn't know how bad economically he's down. Plus, again, I always say this with the Byzantines. It's like the Burgundians. There's just like a sword hanging over your head in Castle Age of when is he going to go up to Imperial, because they're so cheap. It doesn't cost them anything at all to go up to Imperial with that 33% discount. Man, can they get up there fast. So you always have to wonder why the hell, or when the hell rather, your opponent's going to go up to Imperial and show up with a much stronger army. Probably Cataphract. Who's kidding who? Trash to the Byzantines, which is what you want to see. Scarce to the Goths, who I believe is still in the Castle Age 1 conversion. 3 raisings not really playing a role. Relic Gold not playing a role either. Looks like they just took the relics now. Wait a second. No, all 4 monkeys are still here. I thought maybe the castle got a monkey. Ian, there is a Discord, yes. Oh yeah, thank you so much, Doc. SPQR. I mean, yeah. I honestly, it's hard for me to see how to justify Ji Jing with 38 army count. But maybe he just saw this clump of ships. Maybe he saw that he really didn't stop the extra town centers to the rear here, even though he went around laming the elephants and trying to kill as many animals as he could. There's still 2 elephants here. And I guess he figured that he saw the 2 TCs here. He saw the castle up already. Maybe he just looked at the score and wasn't very happy with the score. But in any event, game number 1 going to Mentalist, even though he was housed at the 3-minute mark of the game. Have fun trying to beat cheap camel riders and skirmishers. Yeah, exactly. Like heavy camel riders, cataphracts, and elite skirmishers fully upgraded is going to be a tough beat for the Goth. And again, even though you get hand cannoneers, oof. Hand cannoneers are not going to win you this game. Not alone, not on their own. But yeah, I mean, this happens in tournaments, like Fredo is saying, early GGs. All right. So, Team Hakuna Matata gets 1 point. Let's move on to the next game. So now, remember, we're still in phase 1 of the game, where it's the best of 3 1v1s. Even though it's the top says best of 5, because still the tournament on the whole is a best of 5. We are still in a best of 3. Whoever wins this set of 1v1s gets 1 point. So, representing Team Dreamers in this game, we've got Nikov. Okay, not a bad player at all. Playing as the Dravidians. Team Hakuna Matata, represented by Influ. Okay. Not too sure if his, playing as the Japanese in green, not too sure if his player was naming himself Influencer and got lazy and was like, whatever, Influ. Or if he just likes to have the flu. But in any event, we've seen the Japanese earlier today on this map. We'll see how the Dravidians handle. Looks like the deer is pushing the scout. That was weird. A lot of discussion on Reddit, by the way, of pushing deer with a follow command. If you can line up your scout, your deer, and your TC in a straight line, apparently if you just hit the follow button on the deer, the scout will push it straight into the TC. So right now, if this red scout were to go like right here and hit follow, well, not anymore. But like all things on Reddit, I think it was influenza. It could be. Well, there you go. I mean, the influenza was pretty freaking scary after World War I. Not gonna lie, wiping out, what, like a third of the population? Mongols versus Berbers is a very tough matchup. Yeah, I believe Influ is an American player, if I'm not mistaken. You think you knew that Nikov was playing? By the way, we went from very aggressive monkeys to very aggressive penguins. If you're not familiar with this map, definitely check out my short from 2 days ago, where Doubt himself had difficulty taking on a few of the penguins on the map. And it looks like our Dravidian continuing to push. Or maybe not. Maybe just wanted that second goose. Nope, he's pushing. Hanzo's probably long asleep. It's probably like 5 in the morning. Okay. So everyone's kind of pushing their animals at this point. Sorry, my the old YouTube chat froze again. People who watch this afterwards must hate when like the screen is like this for like 3, 4, 5 seconds because I'm refreshing my YouTube chat. Roke's 27, there is actually a very popular video. I think it's got like thousands and thousands of views of AoE2 ASMR if you type that into the YouTube search function. Oh my god. If you type that into if you search that on YouTube, my god. I try not to sound old. Now I'm depressing myself. If you search on YouTube, there's AoE2 ASMR, and it is just this for like 5 hours. I think it's like Forest Nothing, if I'm not mistaken. Gotta be careful. We've seen the villagers get into the territory. I mean, now there's 6 penguins here. 5 penguins here. 6 over here. Okay, so they're very jealously guarding their fish. Do they insert ads on Twitch during a live stream, Shretang? They do. Unless you subscribe on Twitch, and then I think someone told me you don't see the ads. Tanmei, Influ was an older Regicide Rumble match. He's known to be a keyboard warrior in team games. Oh, interesting. And on and on Reddit. Uh-oh. I better not say anything bad about him then. My favorite player in the entire world. Get flamed on Reddit. Well, last thing you want. There is a 64-hour video following one villager on forest nothing cutting every last tree. Oh my god. Oh man. You know what? I love that Age of Empires has a big enough community that we actually have that kind of stuff. By the way, speaking of that kind of stuff, our Dravidian moving forward, Feudal Age. No extra villagers on stone. What is this going to be? I don't see a barracks, so probably not an archery range drop like Huang likes to do, but where, oh, where are they going? Dock laming, maybe? There's an ASMR of a Japanese female villager saying "Owatashi." Interesting. Like I said, I love that our community is so big. Yeah, it is a dock lame. That we have invited this kind of content creation. It looks like, by the way, our Japanese Influ, my favorite player in the entire world, who should never say anything bad about me on Reddit, got the first kill of the game, drawing first blood with a dead scout, which means no more scouting for our Dravidian, but does he really care? Got that 200 wood, got that bonus, got that paycheck when he went up to Feudal Age. Immediately plops down 2 docks to the rear of the base. Yeah, llama drama. Everyone agrees that the map is a little wonkety with the penguins on the wrong polar, in the wrong pole of the earth. Okay. He kind of wants to wall his villagers in, but kind of doesn't. Is Nikov. Oh, pardon me. Let's see what's going on down here. Fire galleys. So Influ is going to discover very quickly that there are... Oh, actually, never mind. He didn't even push that far. He might still think there's one dock here. And if he does, he would be very wrong. Villager repairing, villager repairing. I mean, this could last ad infinitum here. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. What an absolute... What a Mexican standoff. Oh, never mind. Nikov wisely going for the villager. He did have a 2-ship-to-1 advantage. See, now green might want to pull back, get a second ship out, and then do the exact same thing on land. Our Japanese is pushing in. You listen to rain sounds? I love rain and thunderstorm sounds. My go-to, though, is a stream, like a river, as my white noise. Sometimes a fan sound. If I can't sleep. Oh, he's going after the villager. Okay, but a bad pathing there. Villager has an opportunity to escape. Why did he go to the left and then down and up and down? The Japanese circling the rear of the Dravidian base. But skirmishers are here. Remember, fastest firing skirmishers in the game, which kind of makes up for their shitty attack. All of a sudden, Nikov gets 13, 14 kills, 7 of them fishing ships and villagers, and an entire colony here gone. No more water for our Japanese, which is very sour given that they're probably the most important thing on this map for the Japanese is to take fishing control. You watch old DOS games, damn. I remember old games when you had your 1.44 floppy, and you had to insert multiple floppies just to get to the next stage of the game. 1.5 minutes. Yeah, you're right again. And 1.5 minutes of TC idle time for our Japanese is not good at all. He is moving forward with an army, but look at his villager and fishing ship count now. His civilian population's down 11, which is about a 30% smaller economy. Ugh. Not good. Not a good start here for our Japanese, but let's see if he can get any damage. These are some pretty exposed villagers here with only an archer and 2 skirmishers to defend them. Half of them peel off north. A few of them begin constructing houses to block. Okay, that's a good pick-off. Gets his first Vil kill of the game. I love how safe Nikov is being. Mr. Yo, Hera, the Viper, they would have built a tower right here. They would have lost 3 villagers, but they would have gotten the tower up. He builds it off to the side where he doesn't really protect the gold because Influ can just stand right here. But the more important thing for him is get the tower up, secure the wood, and that is exactly what he does. And look at the trail of dead Japanese bodies. Oh, that's so sour. And another one dies. What was happening here? It looked like there was some action over here. Looks like 2 archers. Actually, make that 3 archers died, as well as what looks like maybe a scout. Japanese dock is down, but he's got 2 internals. A demo raft is here. We'll keep an eye on that. 30% completion. Age of Mythology coming out tomorrow. Didn't it already come out? Or are they all playing betas? I have been so behind on my Age of Mythology. Oh, he's garrisoning it. He sees that they're spread out. Bob Ross for sleep. Oh, Jen, you mean the Twitch channel? I stumbled upon that. It always has like 1,500 people watching it. Here we go. He's going to try to get them to clump, or maybe he already... no, he already released the... Oh, no, oh, no, no! Oh, no. Our Japanese is down 16 kills. But to be fair, he is starting to kill villagers on the other side of the map. A second ago, he had no Vil kills. Now he's up to 5 compared to only 7. He is down 9 economic units. Surprised that Red isn't... Okay, he is going after the villagers. But now he's picking off expensive units here. Do we think this is going to be a castle into GG right now? We're going to find out. 38 kills to 18. Although our Japanese has secured a little bit of center fishing. No fishing ships just yet, but he's got to secure the fishing lanes first. Choosing to go after the fire galley instead of the fishing ship he's returning. Oh! Okay, 3 skirmishers. Okay. Castle into GG is a classic Nikov strat. Ooh, Ian, I have not played Age of Mythology in a very long time. Doc, you were also confused by the Bob Ross channel? I saw when I logged into Twitch to open up the program for this live stream. Well, let's find out. He's in castle. Our Japanese has 80 food in the bank. Unless he's queued it up. No, yeah, okay, well, there you go. Just bit by bit, little by little, for 23 minutes, Nikov just poked and prodded our Japanese until he could not compete at all, even though he's only down now 4 villagers and fishing ships. But what the hell are you going to do? Your opponent's in Castle Age, and your opponent's the Dravidians in Castle Age, so... yeah, not much that you're going to be able to do right now. But as I was saying, as I loaded Twitch up to get this live stream going. By the way, we've evened up. Mentalist won the first one, Nikov won the second, which means we're, for the first time on this channel, in the first time in this qualifiers that we're watching, are going to see a third 1v1. Usually it was a steamroll, but now it's kind of contested. Pardon me, I'm going to finish my story. Right when I opened Twitch up, I saw a bank in Canada, CIBC, Canadian Imperial Bank of Commerce, had set up an influencer to push products like savings accounts and checking accounts and lines of credit. Like an influencer. Like, it just like, creeped out by that. That's just weird. I don't know. It had like 800 people watching it, which is like a good amount of people watching it. Economy's pretty much identical, but when you've suffered how many more kills than your opponent, 48 to 30, 50% more kills means a lot of your economy went into rebuilding your army and your civilian population, whereas a lot of Nikov's economy went into going up to Castle Age. And so he does, and so he takes the W, and so we find ourselves watching a third 1v1. So let me just load that right up. Yeah, marketing has gone absolutely bonkers. I mean, there's like, I don't know, there's like legit businesses that you can have influencers, and I don't begrudge them having influencers, but to me it just seems a little weird to have a bank pushing like, well, with this line of credit, there's no transaction limits, and you can actually have as many withdrawals and deposits as you want. And okay, I guess we're in that stage of the recession here in Canada. All right, Lucky. Ooh, Lucky on the fat hairy man wearing jeans map. Lucky playing as the Chinese, which is why he starts with almost nothing in the bank, 200 food less and 50 wood less, but 3 extra villagers, representing the Dreamers, representing Hakuna Matata. We've got Ink. Okay. The man likes his corporations, so much so he named himself Incorporated. Where are you sending your billy goat? I hear an elephant being pulled. So the winner of this match will get a point for their team. And that point will follow them into the best of 5 3v3s. Eagle moves in, sees the scout very close to home, so he must be pushing this. And so evades a bit of town center fire. Good for Ink. Decent start so far. Meanwhile, Lucky hasn't seen where his opponent is at all. Street name Tummy. You get your first tester of Tummy for free, and then after that, once you're addicted and hooked, then you gotta pay for the Tummy. It does look like a male torso, right? Let's pay attention to the Chinese idle TC time. Exactly. I always love to see it. So far, it's at a decent 18 seconds. That is actually not... That might be one of the best I've seen so far, honestly. Let's see if we can keep it going. I'm just going to mute my mic for a second so I can take a sip of water. Bear with me. Jen, you want to call it Smelly Belly? We kind of figured it was like a hairy belly. This is like a hairy chest. This is like the hairy gut. The arms. I honestly, for the longest time, couldn't see it. To me, it looked like a starship out of Star Trek. With the, you know how they all have like bowls as their primary features? To me, it looked like a starship, and then somebody was like, tilt your head to the right, dumbass. The blue is the jeans, and then I saw it, now I can't unsee it. I love, by the way, that on this map, you start in a bit of a protected little space here with all these acacia trees. This is actually pretty cool. I never noticed that before, but that's pretty nice. Does the minimap look like a face in the middle? You mean these two are eyes? Oh my god, it does look like a face, like a very creepy face with a very creepy mouth. Oh my god, that is also a good observation. Jared the meh. So the TCs are nipples? Yeah, exactly. The TCs would be the nipples of the gutted man, the hairy gutted man. Jimenez. Jimenez, you don't have to keep saying it's you. We know it's you by now. How is California today? Post treadmill time back at work. Oh, you didn't get to go on the treadmill? Yeah, I also didn't get to the treadmill today. I didn't bring my gear. Just kidding. I'm way too out of shape for the treadmill. As long as you get loom off the bat and dump food as you go, you shouldn't have too much ITC idle time. Yeah. So far, 18 seconds, honestly. That might be one of the best that I've seen with Lucky. Now, the thing with Lucky that we saw when we were watching some of his games before in the, what was it, Justas Carolinas tournament? He is an incredibly aggressive player, but if his initial attack or two attacks don't work, behind it, he's kind of like Huang. He doesn't really build up his economy as nicely as he should. He kind of goes like really all in from what we've seen. That was like a few weeks ago. We'll see if that was his actual game style or maybe just that one tournament, but he catches the eagle. He traps the eagle. Ah, Rastek. About to suffer the first loss of the game. Jared, I'm also amazingly happy that that was your first message. That was about as epic a first message as you can possibly have. Everything is better with rhyming. That is very true. Lucky 2435 versus Inc 2156. That's funny. When you incorporate in Ontario here in Canada, you usually, unless you choose a name, you usually get a numbered company like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, Ontario Inc. Urak, hello, hello. You were just gonna sleep with my cast. That sounds very dirty. But I'm glad I can help you fall asleep. Sneaky stab. Nice to catch you. I think first time chatting. Thank you for commenting. Carlos is here as well. Awesome. A drush on this map is fantastic, right? I mean, the attack distance is so small. And now you're the Aztecs. Now they're men-at-arms. If we had a bot with quote functionality, you would add that as a quote. I am going to have a bot eventually. I think Streamlabs or Stream Elements has a bot, or maybe I'll do Nightbot. I don't know the difference between them. I, as usual, take my sweet time researching all that stuff. Carlos, what are we cooking for dinner tonight? Ian, muchas gentes aquí hablan español. Or should I say muchos gentes? Tengo muchos hispanohablantes que miran este casts. If my Spanish isn't terrible. Okay. So we've evened up the kill count, 1 apiece. Ye old feudal age micro here, Lucky. Being very tentative right now. I talked a big game about his aggression, but it looks like both of these players are pretty aggressive here. Ooh, your wife made pasta. Nice, enjoy. Samwise became an awesome follower. Thank you so much, Samwise, and thank you for carrying Frodo to up the mountain. Without you, Middle Earth would be doomed. If I end up doing Nightbot, I have a lot of knowledge, not so much. Okay. I appreciate that, Supergen. As always, incredibly helpful. Yeah, you like that, Samwise? There you go. You gotta give credit where credit is due. I mean, Samwise is the real hero of the Lord of the Rings. Frodo, Frodo was Frodo, but he kind of failed at the end there. Who's kidding who? Oh, Carlos, I didn't know you lived in the EU. Sneaky stab, I do not speak French. I do not speak French at all. I studied French for like, 11 years. Oh my goodness. But I speak none of it. Yeah, you did tell me my pronunciation is noob friendly. Nice. Ooh, cheese and spinach omelet. It's been a while since I've had a cheese and spinach omelet, honestly. Preci buen español, bro. Gracias. Muchas gracias. I bought my textbook from university. I found it for like 15 bucks. And I've been practicing a little bit here and there, but with the little baby going to, with a toddler going to daycare, I'm going to have so much more free time during the mornings and afternoons. So I'm going to be practicing my Spanish. I can't promise I'm going to be as good as Locoser, but my Spanish was pretty good in my peak when I was like third year university. I went to Madrid and I basically got around for a month and a half without speaking any English. And nobody ever tried to correct me. Nobody ever was like, oh, you know, when I went to Paris and I tried to speak French, everyone was like, American, Canadian, we was speaking English. And I was like, oh, okay, fine. When I lived in Norway, they were like, oh, no, you don't speak, you don't need to speak Norwegian. We will speak English. But when I went to Madrid, nobody did that. Everyone spoke to me in Spanish. I was very happy about that. Frodo did carry the ring a lot longer than Sam, but he kind of shat the bed at the end. Oh, that's why it affected him more? Okay, fair enough. Even saved the Shire with Galadriel's gift. Samwise, are you watching Rings of Power? And Carlos, by the way, I said that I liked the trailer for Rings of Power, but then I watched the first episode a few nights ago and it was absolutely shit. I don't like calling TV shows or anything like bad. I'm Canadian. I feel bad calling things bad, but it was really bad. Episode number 1 was really bad. Although there's a scene right in the beginning with Sauron that was absolutely fantastic. Oh, EEUU is Estados Unidos. Oh, lo siento, lo siento. I thought EEUU for some reason was the European Union, but I forgot that Estados Unidos in Espanol. Is Rings of Power better than the first season? Absolutely not. I also watched every episode hoping it would get better, and I was absolutely crushed and disappointed. First episode, aside from the first 10 minutes with Sauron, were just a waste of time. But the trailer makes it look like there's going to be so much action and so much goodness that I kind of want to keep watching it. But it's like, I don't want to keep punishing myself. There's so much better TV shows out there to watch. Supergen, which movie is that a quote from, or TV show? What are you looking at, stupid? Why do I feel like Varsity Blues? Tony, you're a fan of the Aztecs? Our Aztec with their quicker training military units. This is the military for Inc. Not too sure why he's got only 2 skirmishers that are literally about to die. See how many villagers he loses here. He's already lost 6, now 7. Lucky putting on the aggression, and he's not responding. Inc is not responding. He sees these crossbows. Obviously, he moved his villagers, but then he didn't move the farmers. And now our Aztec, who trains military 11% faster than everyone else, 10 units for every 9, has no army, 1 military. Estado Unido. Yeah, Sneaky Stab is a very sad TV show, especially considering their absolutely massive budget. Oh, Doc, now you're trying to completely throw the cast off the rails with a Nicolas Cage hat tip. Okay, our Aztec is going Eagles, which should do decent. I mean, in 8 seconds, they're going to be in Castle Age with attack bonuses against cavalry, so they can't come out of here, but the economy is completely lame. 10 villagers are doing nothing. a few others are just building buildings. This economy for our Aztec is absolutely getting just stalled. I don't know how else to put it, but just like dead on arrival here. Eagles are out. They're going to try to lure the knights into the TC line of fire, or at least in between these two towers. 5 villagers, so much economy lamed here. In the meantime, our Chinese just continues to stream units across the map. Yeah, Rogues, I'm scared that they're going to do that as well. They're going to kind of schlep it out till the last episode or two. And then it'll be like House of the Dragon Season 2, which is like basically, hey, let's screw everybody as we set up Season 3. Oh no. Okay, this might be a good get here for our Aztec. What are the upgrades on the Eagles? Okay, 4 pierce armor makes them basically immune to these crossbows. That's a nice cleanup. That's a good get. Jimenez says Sam was the true protagonist of Lord of the Rings, a triumphant trailblazer. His unrequited love for Frodo ahead of his time before Brokeback Mountain. Oh man, there was definitely a bromance between him and Frodo, but didn't Sam like eventually become the mayor of Hobbit Town or whatever, the Shire? I'm not too familiar with like the non-book, non-movie lore. I didn't read the Similarion and whatever, but I think Sam went on to have a very, very long and dignified life in the Shire. Tony, you've been where this Aztec player is, meaning you've been behind. At least, you know what? At least he's got armor upgrades on his Eagles, which is what I think he should be prioritizing. It'll help him kill the crossbows, which our Chinese player has stopped making. And the attack bonus against the Knights will come in very handy. Second TC to the rear. Ooh, why not here? Has he not seen this patch of gold? He hasn't seen the patch of gold here. Okay, well, that's why scouting's important. Did Sean Astin actually say that? Did Rudy actually say that? That's funny. Nicolas Cage has been blessing our screen a lot. That means good followers are joining, talking about this belly map with nipple town centers and stuff. He did become the mayor and had a bunch of kids with his wife. Carlos, you've never seen this player? I really like Lucky. I mean, I've never seen Ink play before, but Lucky, as I mentioned earlier, yeah, just hyper aggressive non-stop and just 17 villager kills. Look at him. He's down at, oh my god, he's got twice the economy size. Yikes. And again, our Aztec, for the second time this game, finds himself with 0 army count. Ay, ay, ay. Frodo is significantly older. I didn't know that about it in the book, like Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. Derek, you made me cough with that comment. Oh, Derek, saving the best for last there. So with Lucky winning this, the Dreamers actually take a point. So I'm going to have to remember that for the 3v3. Peak APM beginning, peak APM middle of the game. I mean, APMs are pretty good for both of these players. Yeah, but look at this. Feudal Age. Eagles. Scout. Oh my god, were they just scouts? He didn't even upgrade them to warriors? Oh my god, what a professional caster of Age of Empires you guys are watching. Oh my goodness, I didn't even realize that these were just basic scouts. Alright. Well, it is what it is. How bad do we think the economy was? I'm surprised it's not double. With double the villager count. Somehow our Aztec took 761 gold. Stone, did he even start putting down? I'm confused. Our Aztec got 761 stone. And somehow ends the game with 950 sold, I guess. Very interesting. Okay, minus 2 towers, so that's 250 stone. So where did the 700 stone go? He must have sold it. This game was just very one-sided. All right, well, the Dreamers take set number 1. Let's load up the He must have traded it. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely traded it. All right, so those were the 1v1s. And bear with me as I just name the teams. I love the name Dreamers for a team. It's very wistful. All right. So now we find ourselves back in Brazil. And here we go again. One of the teams does the 2 TCs. Let's see if it works out for Hakuna Matata. Yeah, Ink just had his clock cleaned. That was just that was a very one-sided game. Kat is back. Ask her to log into YouTube. Kat, Shwatang is asking you to log back into YouTube. Rokes, I didn't personally make it. I paid someone on Fiverr to make it for me. But yeah, it's a custom one. All right, so let's take a look at Hakuna Matata. To the north, we've got the Berbers. Again, Janitors are now available for everyone. Georgians, repairing structures is now 25% cheaper than average. The normal, I should say. And Italians, oh, okay. So Janitors and a Condottieri are now available for both of these civilizations. Not that the Berbers or the Georgians, okay, are going to be very infantry heavy, but you never say never. You never know. On the other side of this beautiful river, snaking its way north to south, we've got the Dreamers with 1 point already on their belt. The Portuguese, we've seen them technologies or research a little bit faster than normal. Spanish trade units generate extra gold. And all the way on his own, okay, Gary. First of all, I love the name Gary. Just that's his name, Gary. Okay, Bob. All the way on his own. Wait a second, what am I missing? Sorry, the green is the Gujaras. So elephants and camels are trained 25% faster. So that might be the most useless team bonus. Because unless I'm mistaken, the Portuguese and the Spanish don't get elephants or camels. Okay, so I'm not too sure if there was any coordination between these civilizations. Because there's a lot of weird, like, Condottieri for 2 cavalry civilizations. Elephants and camels for civs that don't get them. Yeah, holy boars, Batman. Look at the boars at the top of the map. Let's see how many there are, actually. I've never actually counted. 36 boars. By the way, if you think that's a lot of food, there's a lot of water. A lot of fish food. Water-based food to the south next to this island full of rocks and stones and quarries. Looks like we've got a bit of a dock situation here. Teal and green for one team, red and yellow for the other. So we'll see. The last time we saw a team build 2 town centers down here and 1 up to the top, that team lost. That being said, let's see if 1 isolated TC comes under attack. Let's actually see how Hakuna Matata's scouting is looking like. Okay, they haven't actually seen any of this. They actually haven't seen this one up, the 2 town centers up here either. That island is forever stoned. That's funny. That's I like that. Derek, yeah, you gotta be PG-13 now that you dropped the 1 allowable F-bomb. And by the way, thank you so much for taking that away from me as I was about to drop the biggest F-bomb of all. Just kidding. Yeah, Chris, you're seeing the Berbers, and by the way, the Berbers with Georgians. So 2 very good cavalry civilizations. Are Georgians and Armenians now viable and being played top tier? I would say the Georgians are 100%. Whether it's Manaspas or Cav Archers, the Armenians have shit the bed a little bit. They have not been performing very well as far as I know. As much as everyone talked a big game about 100 HP champion and warrior priests and composite bowmen, the Armenians have failed to deliver, I think. Reining you in is a full-time job. It's a lot of ham. You think the team names are terrible? I love the team names. Hakuna Matata? Come on. That's just a classic. And dreamers? Who doesn't want to be a dreamer? Oh, Doc, you're trying to bring back the Itsume? Carlos, this is a gorgeous map, isn't it? What a beautiful... Like I said, however this tournament shapes up, a huge high five to whoever created these maps. Because again, this is the first map where I think I noticed high ground on the water. And I think Lord Petito, one of the hosts and organizers of the tournament, did tell us that high ground on the water does actually add the attack bonus and the defense bonus, which of the civilizations here, the Georgians do get that defense bonus on the high ground. So there you go. New mechanics in Age of Empires. Armenians are tough to play with. I have better luck with the Sicilians. Yeah, I mean, as slow as the Sicilians are, the Armenians have a hard time getting going. Every high elo game that I watch of the Armenians, the players just struggle to get any kind of like traction in Castle Age. FedEx is a chess grandmaster. I think someone told us that, Tanmay, last time. It might have been you. I think you may have told us that last time. Cito says it feels like cheating with the with the Georgians. I mean, of course. You can keep your cavalry units alive forever. It doesn't matter if they're fighting with a sword or a bow and arrow. They're ranged or melee. They're just ludicrously powerful. The fact that they regenerate 15 HP in Imperial Manaspas. Attack on a 22? That's bonkers. And then on top of that, they get some... I mean, they still get hand cannoneers, siege onagers. Infantry is decent. It is just a very, very powerful civilization. And I like that the developers were like, okay, but we'll give them double-digit HP, as if that matters. With, like, paladin-level armor. If not better than paladin-level armor. Carlos, Armenians should get a boost with faster militia line. Rarely used because they can't catch anything, and archers just can't shoot it and run at them. Remember when Hera started playing with the Armenians? When they first came out, and he would do spearman rushes in the Dark Age? Because in Dark Age, apparently the spearmen were faster than the villagers. And he thought that he had stumbled upon like this amazing, unbeatable strategy, and then nothing really ever came out of it. Dock is under attack. It looks like the Dreamers are walling off the south portion of their map. And remember, these are town centers. If I didn't already point this out, these odd structures that the players based on Discord absolutely hate, these are town centers. You wouldn't know it, but they are. Yeah, Berber camels can regenerate, but you have to pay for Maghrebi camels. The Georgians, it comes like automatically. And it applies not just to camels, it applies to scout line units, it applies to night line units, it applies to Manaspas, it applies to their cav archers. Anything that's mounted for the Georgians automatically regenerates HP, which is just very powerful. Dock under attack. I think our Portuguese may have gone a little bit too much on the water here. And I don't even know why Red is contesting this. Why the hell is our Italian even bothering? You think with one demo you're going to knock down 10 ships? Let's keep an eye on this. The dock is reaching 3,600 HP. Demo comes out, kills. All right. Well, that was pretty much as good as you're going to get for the Italian, who is going to lose map control to the south. Does have a second dock here that's training fire galleys. Okay. Did Blue not see this dock? Yeah, he saw the dock. Okay. He saw, by the way, that it has a flag up as well. So he knows there's something cooking in there. Carlos, I agree. I think militia line units need a little bit of a movement speed boost just to make them... Armenians are a lot of fun on water with their bigger blast radius and their... I don't know why I'm highlighting the Portuguese unit. And their galleys that fire an extra arrow. And by the way, I discovered the name of the upgrade which I, for the longest time, didn't know if it was Silesian fleet, but it is, I think, based on what I've read, Kilician fleet. I think the sea is a hard sea. Tanmay, you're mostly lurking. You know who it could have been? It could have been Rovsi, who has not been seen in the chat in a while. So I hope, number one, he's okay. And number two, I think it was him who told us that FedEx was a chess grandmaster. And here we go, high ground. High ground for the water. Not that any of these are Georgian units, but... You don't like to have mules and churches that attack? Donkey carts? Ooh, hard to say. I've seen so many pro players with donkey carts position them... Like Survivalist had this one game maybe a week ago or so, maybe a few days ago to a week. I don't know, time just kind of blends in all together now. He positioned his donkey cart in a way that half of his lumberjacks, he had about 15 lumberjacks, 7 of them were stuck trying to move close to it. So it's a very finicky unit. And I think he has the mod that removes the graphics, because you see how the box is not exactly, like the donkey's not inside the box. So you think he's like blocking units, but he's not really blocking units. It's just like a graphics thing. Okay, scouts do discover the extra town center for our Grujar. Our Grujar, who by the way is running around with a bunch of Shrevamsha riders. They are very weak, but they are lightning fast. They don't even have husbandry yet. That's how fast they are at 1.6, as fast as a camel. Ooh, leading the Georgian into a trap. It's a trap. And down go the 2 units. Regenerate from death is not a mechanic that exists, except for the Bulgarian Conic, I guess. I mean, this is just a massive fleet for our Portuguese. When a militia line is within 3 squares of an enemy unit, they get a 10% speed boost. What is that, like a zealot in StarCraft 2? What's the name of that upgrade for the zealots, where they charge the units? Army count, Dreamers 41 to 16. Villager count 210 to 170. They are just ahead 20%. Triple the army count. But let's see if these camel archers, I mean, camel archers against the unit that can dodge 5 arrows. Ugh. Even against regular camels. Oh no. Our Berber needs regular camels, I think. I mean, our Portuguese, fair enough. I make a big stink about having a massive navy. He's got 18 units on the water. But our Italian is just not stopping. He's continuing to go more and more and more naval. MC West, how are you? Thoughts on the maps for for this? They are freaking amazing. I love these maps. I absolutely love these maps. Like I said, a huge pat on the back, a huge kudos and big thank you to... I think it's the Mad Catter, but I'm not sure if he solely was the one who designed all these maps, but... Oh, adding insult to injury. Now villagers are getting got here. They're down 60 villagers now. They're slowly climbing up in army count, but... Hard for a conquistador to engage into camel archers that have an attack bonus against it, but if there's a big Gurjara meat shield, I guess you can. Yeah, these maps are just, number one, aesthetically, they're freaking gorgeous. They're incredibly complicated, multifaceted. I'm a little sad that we haven't had a game that went on for like 3 hours just yet. I don't think we've seen a single game yet, at least not in this channel. So like anecdotally I speak, where there's a lot of trade. We saw a little bit of trade on Saturday night on some of the games, I think, but okay. Just kind of running through gunpowder. But I would love to see one of these maps, which are massive, go into like a 2 to 3 hour game with lots and lots of trade. Rage Forest style. And look at the Portuguese armada moving forward, trying to catch out some Manaspas. They are missing every single frickin' volley. Oh my god, what an absolute shit show here. You know what? If anything can change the tide for Hakuna Matata, it is going to be a Manaspa spam. But you can't spam these units one at a time. Where are you going? Have they seen the castle? They don't know that there's a big fat Gurjara castle on this hill. Wanting to cast a 3-hour game, masochist. Oh, I mean, I would love to on this map. Oh, honestly, on any of the maps. The Nile map is ridiculous. Lenswa Mahanenses, I forget the name of the map, is ridiculous. To the north, they're not really attacking one another here. Oh, pardon me, I accidentally clicked the mouse. Gilgamesh. Top 3 AoE millionaire. AoE has millionaires? Damn. I knew we were a popular game. I didn't know we were that popular. Triple whammy. Ouch. 52%. So not exactly a doubt castle. As our Portuguese completes his castle. Oh, damn. I mean, look at the numbers. 74 army count ahead. Literally triple. I think if I'm not mistaken, that's exactly triple the army count. Sorry, let me catch up with the YouTube chat. Calvin, I do not cast StarCraft 2. I'm just a lover of the game. Kosix, nice to see you again. About to go watch Rings of Power and go to bed angry. Yeah, watch the first episode. It's absolutely terrible. The first 10 minutes are fantastic. The rest is for just garbage. I would love to cast StarCraft 2, but my game knowledge is not as good as I was going to say Warcraft. That's how tired I am. Carlos07 means a salute. It's like a hand, like a military salute. Yeah, Doc, that looks a little sus. Yeah, I think, Jen, because I mentioned StarCraft, I invited this one. I would love to cast some StarCraft. I think StarCraft's an amazing game. Uh-oh. I'm an AoE millionaire. Damn. I mean, Gilgamesh, I'm not going to say no to that, but have a long way to go to be an AoE millionaire. What did John Candy say in Planes, Trains, and Automobile when Steve Martin asked him, how are you? He goes, oh, you know, still $1 million shy of being a millionaire. Okay, so Cat, Burmese King, select 3. What? Sorry, everyone on YouTube watching. Cat redeemed some points on Twitch, so I'm just writing down the select 3, the phrase I'm going to have to say. Did I cast the Black Sails versus Clown Legion? No, I haven't. I have not. The way I chose these matches was pretty random. I literally just like randomly chose which ones I want to cast. I did raise the prices a little bit. It was getting a little bit too cheap. Oh, it was a mess? Okay, maybe I will cast it then. Okay. Marco, yeah, Cat redeemed words. And I played Warcraft. Warcraft 1 and Warcraft 2 I played, and then I stopped. Hakuna Matata ran into Team Scarred. The ghoul. Man. Jeremy Irons' Scar was just so epic. Cat at the end of this match, which, to be fair, might be at the end of this game if Hakuna Matata doesn't Hakuna Matata. We will go into the words. Gilgamesh, the games you saw were messy. Okay, I'll make a note of it. If I live stream tomorrow, I'll do that. I'll do the Clown Legion games. CL has a lot of good players. Ooh, I haven't played StarCraft 3, no. All right, let's take a look at the teams because Manaz, I forget who said Manaz was one of their favorite players. I mean, these are very powerful players. I think Hakuna Matata is going to have to pull out a couple of good tricks here. The map looks like it's split north to south. Let's see. Manaz playing as the blue Malay Docs have double line of sight. Probably not going to come in handy very much this game. Persians, Nightline units come with a +2 attack bonus against archers. We'll see what the other civs are to see if archers are a thing. Teutons, units resist conversion. Okay. So not terrible bonuses, except for the Malay, of course, which, like I said, on this map, probably not going to come very handy. Okay, the anti-archer feature of the Persians might come handy against the Koreans, though. They're very much archer heavy. But their team bonus, Manganel line units have their minimum range reduced from 3 to 1. Hindustanis, camels, and light cav have a +2 attack bonus against buildings. And last but not least, the Bengalis, your trade units, I think, yield 10% food in addition to gold. So this might be one of the... Oh no, Marco, don't scare me like that. You already went to see what Cat chose? No, Cat. No. Oh my goodness. Calvin, what are the elephants? So this is a weird map. Good weird, but weird nonetheless. This is a scout named Tristan, who moves very slowly. But like a scout in feudal age, all the stats improve and get better and better. This is a monk who has much better line of sight. And I believe is the Georgian hero unit, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, Cat, it's a good one? Oh, no. I'm just going to be under the assumption that if it's a good one for anyone selecting it, it's going to be a bad one for me. But it is what I signed up for. Is he trying to push camels with a donkey cart? All right. Oh, and by the way, the players start in Dark Age with a donkey cart, I believe. Or maybe not. No, I think they start with a donkey cart, right? Yeah, everyone starts with a donkey cart in Dark Age, and you can build... Last we saw was 3 TCs in the Dark Age. As of now, which side Civ combo is looking better? Ooh. I would say Dreamers. The Persians team bonus of a attack of +2 against archers might come in very handy in Castle Age. If we get to Castle Age. Because the Koreans, the Bengalis, you know you're going to get to see some kind of archer unit out of it. Out of these civilizations. You're probably not going to get to see elephants out of the Bengalis. Who's kidding who? As much as I would love to see them. You look for the longest, most difficult sounding ones and go with that one. As long as it's not yelling, because I don't want to wake up the baby, but I am down for whatever. Down to clown. Legion, but I'm ching. Oh yeah, and then when you kill the scout, it just kind of disappears. Its body gets teleported up into the ether. By the way, I see on Twitch that Nikov is actually live right now, playing Age of Mythology. So 3 town centers. Remember, we're still in the Dark Age. 3 town centers for our Persian, 2 for our Teuton, 3 very clumped together for our Malay, 2 for our Korean. I thought for sure you would have put one next to the wood. This is a nice little nook for a TC. Or even here on cracked terrain. 3 for the center Hindustani, and 3 very dispersed ones for our Bengali. Ian, you like to play Mishi? You like to build your big old army, cut through the big forest. By the way, another cool feature of this map is this pirate booty gold. This is a gold patch amidst all these trinkets and whatnot, but look at the gold in the one patch. 2,000 gold. Another elephant falls, another elephant disappears. So there are a few of these patches across the map that are like very rich in gold next to this cactus. I mean, this is a nice and secure little nook, our Bengali. I mean, this is a fantastic little expansion area that our Bengali. This reminds me of Arena. And he is slowly walling himself in. If he can wall the southern portion, ooh, Mentalist is going to be in a real good position. Hopefully not housed. Hopefully, yeah, he's going to... and there you go, Doc and Shwetang. You can eat the camels on this map, just like the other one on the Nile. Oh no, Cat, the Burmese have good ones? Oh no. What have I gotten myself into? You love Mishi's kitty. Oh, you like cats. Okay, well, you're in good company. I think a bunch of us here are cat lovers. Dog lovers, cat lovers. Two monks run into one another. It is our Korean who will be hitting feudal age first. Another Oliphant bites the dust. We've only got 2 scouts left. And now take a look at oh no, their scouts died. Okay. Oh my goodness, no one's in feudal age. I was gonna say look at the stats on the elephant jumping up in feudal age, but he's not in feudal age. Literally no one but our Korean is in feudal age right now. What is happening? Is he gonna snipe the monk? He's gonna try. Okay, at least this unit survives a little bit to bleed out on the sand. Ooh, cat, no, we're not that advanced. Shwetang, you're a dog person? My wife is a dog person. I'm a cat person, which means we'll eventually just get a dog. Somebody, for the love of Age of Empires, get your butt up to the feudal age, either purple or green. Gonna run into a wall off. Oh, purple immediately pings over here, tells his teammate, hey, there's a bit of a wall off. So 3-3-2 town centers. Looks like Teal has added another town center, Artutin, next to the gold and the stone. So the players are walling themselves off in a way that creates a bit of a neutral space between them. Here to the north, here in the center, and here in the south. No one seems to be very interested in going after these very rich gold patches at the moment. Might be a little too early. Yellow is now also in the feudal age. If purple can keep his elephant scout alive for another minute. Where is this elephant? Okay, he's just waddling around. We'll be able to see the stats improve. I'm curious to see, could compare it into to actual scouts. Green as well as a minute and 20 seconds. Where's your scout? You remember me saying I prefer dogs? I would never say that. This street name Spicy Forest. All right, here we go. Let's see the stats improve on this elephant in 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at him waddle so much quicker, and the line of sight improved. Oh yeah, this is basically a scout unit. This is exactly a scout unit, just with the body of an elephant. So he warged his mind, to borrow a term from Game of Thrones, into an elephant's body. All right, upgrades. Economic for everyone. Our Korean, first to feudal, first to castle, immediately begins pummeling the Malay northern portion of the settlement. But to what end? What army does he have? Absolutely none. The first war wagon pops out. Man, is that a tough unit to deal with. But our Malay is 20 seconds away from castle age. He's got the sign of the beast, 666 stone. Oh, Carlos, a cat attacked you when you were 3. That's like my mom with birds. She also was, when she was a little girl, she got attacked by a bird. And ever since then, my dad was like, we should get a parrot. We should get a cockatiel. She's like, absolutely not. We're not getting anything with wings. Yeah, Calvin, the elephant can't attack. It's like a scout that's been neutered. But look at how fast, look at him waddling so fast. That's adorable. This is what would happen if the Persians mahouts on a, what are those maps that have like 10x civ bonuses? This is what it would look like on mahouts. Back when mahouts was still a thing. A whole few months ago. All right, he's busted into the base. He's healing up his war wagons. Another castle for our Korean. Army counts a massive 9-3. Villager population. Dreamers are ahead just a little bit. Hakuna Matata again behind economically. What's going on out here? A bunch of outposts for Lucky, who does not want to get caught off guard. That being said, forget your outposts, says Mentalist. I'm just going to see your double siege workshop. I'm going to waddle very quickly, very scarily towards that one villager. Let's see, the only military so far on the map seems to be here. What is Blue's castle attacking? Is it not attacking anything? Can it not? Oh, it can't reach the castle. He doesn't have fletching. He's not going to need fletching in a minute. And by a minute, I mean 20 seconds when he hits Imperial. And he's got enough wood and gold for one trebuchet. Chris, you only like cats and bunnies. Cotton pom-poms. Red is gambling. Yeah, like Supergen says, I don't think there's like a right answer here. Most definitely not a right answer. Uh-oh. I love that he used this gold as a primary wall off these war wagons. Yeah, they've seen the secondary wall. So what are you doing? You know you're not going to bust in. It's going to take you an hour to bust through the house, then the wall. Here we go. Tootin' Pike. He is in castle age, which means that pikeman comes with a free +1 melee armor, which is going to help against this Hindustani camel that attacks 20% faster. This is what I don't understand. Why are you running your mangonel away from the camel? Run it towards the pikeman so they can catch up to the camel and then repair the mangonel. I don't understand the inclination of players to run away when they get attacked like that, when they're chasing with their own units. In that specific case. Oh, forget the Malay. He is going straight for the Persian. The Persian, whose base, by the way, with this is completely open. Might just want to destroy a single house. Yeah, Gilgamesh, we're not allowed to show the YouTube chat on Twitch. One of their rules. Yeah, Jai Kumar, you're going to see a lot of new things with this tournament. The maps are very random. Doc, you want a talking parrot? All right, they're pushing into the Persian here, who's amassed a little army. Remember, these guys technically do have archer armor, which means these knights do +2 attack bonus against archers. Fernando, hello, welcome to the live. Okay, they busted in. This is the moment. before that castle goes up, which is going to go up any second now. Ooh, Gilgamesh. That's a good question. I don't know. That's a little bit above my technical capabilities. Oh, he's not going after the Persian at all. He just wants to bust into the base, but in come the Malay. The Malay, remember, they get the, I believe, the armor upgrades on their infantry for free. So they're going to automatically be a little bit more powerful than normal here. Savar for green. Imperial Camel Rider for yellow. In the meantime, they're just taking a suboptimal fight for both of them. Absolutely epic there. That's a lot of dead Cavaliers. What's going on the right side? Treb War. Treb War, baby. And now they busted in. Will they press their advantage? No, because our Persian is re-walled. That is so sour. They're on their own. They are on their own, these glorified cavalry archers and half dead heavy camels. That camels are going after the Cavaliers. The halberdiers close on the war wagons. They're going to absolutely slaughter them. All right, well, at the very least, we're going to get to see Savars and Imperial Camel Riders. Maybe not against each other, as would have been really cool to see here. Because it looks like our Hindustani is pivoting this way. Yeah, here's his camel archer. Radas. All right. All right. Oh my goodness. What a unit. What an absolute unit. Okay, both Korean castles have been cleared up north of the Malays base. Remember, Hindustani team bonus, they get an attack bonus against buildings, camels, and light cavalry units. And here are the Bengali champions. They are not fully upgraded attack-wise. Bombard cannon from the Teuton is not going to do very much against this, but the Savars might. But here we go. Never mind. I thought we weren't going to get to see this, but we are. Imperial camels taking on Savars. Oh, the Teuton. The Teuton is shredding these camels to pieces. That was disgusting. Red is pinging on this side. Why is he pinging here? Because he is getting pressed into huge. And ain't nothing your camels are going to be able to do against these halberdiers. Ah, they're being sent to their deaths. This is just a waste. They're not even going to get half the HP off the Treb, if I had to guess. Oops. Never mind, they get the Treb. I forgot they attack 20% faster, which makes them pretty damn fast. Cat, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Big Rick. Big Rick, step up. You're the next contestant on the sub. I don't know how to finish that sentence. The Twitch subathon. Cat, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Jai Kumar, you're watching this in the stock market. Which one is more depressing? Red is never going to reach Imperial. Red is in Imperial. What do you mean, Calvin? Oh, Savars to the rear. Our Bengali is not ready for this unit. Let's see the upgrades. Ooh, not fully upgraded attack-wise for another 20 seconds. Army counts very similar. Hakuna Matata is actually, for the first time ever, ahead in villager count. They're at 420 villagers for all of you who are into symbolism. Why Bengali champions? I have no idea. Savar unit does look incredibly cool. I love the Savar with that big round shield, the long ass scimitar. It's like a mix of a paladin and a cataphract and a manaspa, all of it together. Now, I don't know about fighting into Bengali halberdiers. That's not perhaps the most cost-effective use. But in 2 minutes, we're about to have Teutonic siege onagers. No ironclad just yet. How's our Korean doing holding this pushback? Gilgamesh, you think this is a throw? In what way? Jai Kumar, you're shorting the market. Well, there you go. So news is good news for you. What are the upgrades on the war wagons? Fully upgraded, but not elite. There's Ironclad. There's Siege Onager. There's Elite War Wagon. Let's see it. Let's see a giant battle. Oh, they were ahead in villagers. Yeah, now they're starting to... I agree. The unit choices for the Bengali, I mean, I was like laughing my ass off when I saw the Ratha. Imperial Camels, Savars. Now, the thing about the Imperial Camel is the attack bonuses don't go up from the Heavy Camel Rider. So it's still a 918. I think it just gets more HP, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think there's any other change from the Heavy Camel Rider. I think they just get extra HP. There we go. Markets are going up. We've actually got trade. Now, the Persians do have Caravanserai. A fact that some players, pros themselves, forget. Here we go. The charge of the Imperial Camel. First attack round from Lucky shits the bed. And they ran away. Okay. Will he get the second trap? He does. Yeah, man, these I'm constantly underestimating these Imperial Camel Riders with 160 HP and their 20% faster attack. Look at that attack speed. 1.67. That's why I'm underestimating them, I think. "29 kills on these units. But can they press into this mass of halberdiers with 2 castles to support? Yellow is keeping the game alive, but Yellow is being pulled left. He's being pulled to the right. He is just trying to put out fires left, right, and center here. And now he's fighting halberdiers, which... yeah. Ouch. What's their camel bonus? 28? 26. I always forget that. So, purple... oh, yellow GG'd. Yellow tapped out. No more camels. No more anything for Hakuna Matata. So 1v1, they took a point or a game off of the Dreamers, but the Dreamers coming back. Wow, what a fun game. Did we get to see the unique units of everybody? We got to see the War Wagon. We did not get to see the Karambit. Okay, so that's already a no. I guess the Imperial Camel Rider is kind of a unique unit, or maybe a regional unique unit. We saw the Savar, not really the elephant, but a Savar. Did we see any Teutonic Knights? No, but Siege Onagers with Ironclad are pretty much just as rare. And we did get to see a few Rathas. So we got to see a few of the heavy-hitting units of the civilizations, which is always fun for me. Hopefully fun for you as well. Halberdiers, Camels, Savars, holy shit. And at the end of the day, our Korean, the one who started all of the aggression, started the war basically with those 2 castles here, ultimately just gets wrecked by the Monaz Malay pushback. Cat, we did see cataphracts. We did see cataphracts. Not a lot of them, but we did see them. In a game, might have actually just been the first game, the Byzantine versus Goth game. I think it might have been the first game of the evening, if I'm not mistaken. But holy moly, let's see who the biggest killer was. It's got to be yellow, right? No, really? It's in fact the Persian. And then close second is our Teuton with those siege onagers. And then the Hindustani third. Economically, okay. Lots of sending resources back and forth. Trade profit. Aw, our Persian got 1 trade card through. And with that, he gets the gold, the food, the wood, and the stone actually going to the losing team. Interesting. The biggest economy was our Hindustani. So really, our losing team had the biggest economy. Interesting. All right. Well, now we end the live stream with yours truly redeeming a phrase. Bear with me 1 second. Burmese King Select. Okay. So for those of you not familiar with Twitch, I have set up channel points where you can redeem those points for me to do silly things. And one of those silly things is say phrases and words and sentences from the game itself. And Kat has redeemed for me to say some Burmese. Oh my goodness, Kat, I'm already looking at the list here. So, Kat redeemed points for me to say Burmese King Select 3. Oh my god. Why do you impede? Stop me. Oh, Kat. It sounds like the H is an R, right? It sounds like he's saying brar. Brar. Oh my goodness. Kat. This is gonna kill me. This is also like a G, this K. And this is like a T, this K. This K is like a G, this K is like a T. What am I saying here? Praga jugu tarare. This K is like a J, this K is like a G, this K is like a, oh my goodness. Pra. Okay, so pra. Praojaju. Yeah, it sounds like a J in the beginning. Praojaju. Okay, the ending is easy. Gutarale. Praojaju gutarale. Praojaju gutarale. Louise Bohike, welcome to the channel, right as I'm embarrassing myself. I think that's the best I'm going to get it. That's going to be the absolute best I'm going to be able to get it. Kat, that was a good troll. In English, any vowels sound... Oh, Doc, that was a fail? Praojaju gutarale. Well, there you go, everybody. Thank you so much. And if you haven't joined on Twitch, definitely get your ass over there so you can make me say, I mean, no offense to the language or whatever. I'm not sure what language this is, Burmese, but to me, this looked like almost Elvish, right? From like Lord of the Rings, almost. The very circular kind of cursive looking. But wow. Alejandro, nice to see you. If not tomorrow, then Friday evening, I'll be streaming. Marco, you're 40 points away. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why did I do this to myself? All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. Fun way to end it. But somebody redeem some drawing, not just phrases. I want to keep drawing things. I had a lot of fun with the Cobra car. All right, everyone. Thank you so much. I'm glad we got to see those two fun sets. And for now, midnight, I have to get my ass to sleep. And hopefully everyone has a fantastic remainder of their day or start of their day. And I'll catch everyone in the next one. And yeah, take care. And thank you so much again. Oh, and Logan, thank you so much again for becoming an awesome member on YouTube. I'm not sure if you're still here. Kat, thank you so much for the gifted sub on Twitch. And I'll catch everyone in the next one. Take care. Bye.